The views expressed on the previous programs are those of the
that man
host,
didn't say
guests,
Jerk
and callers,
Street.
and
Did
do
he
not
say
reflect
that?
those of the Beasley Broadcast Group, its staff, advertisers, or agencies.
Oh, my God.
Biggest names, the best talent. You're listening to Sports Radio 560 WQAM. Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Even George would rather hear that.
Yep.
Than Kirk Jerk Street.
560 WQAM presents the Neil Rogers
All
Show.
Zach's fault.
To talk to
Gotta
Neil,
get him out. Not up. Not in.
560 in
Gotta get
Dade
him out.
and Broward. In other counties, call toll-free 877-785-NEIL or pound 560 on your AT&T and Verizon wireless phones. The opinions expressed by Neil, his guests, or his callers do not represent those of WQAM management, staff, or sponsors. Now, the Neil Rogers Show on 560 WQAM.
Coming up on the Aleph Bet Gimel Network, it's the end of the year spectacular that everyone's stressing about. Dick Clark's Hebrew New Year's Rockin' Eve. Say goodbye to 5768 and help blow the shofar off of 5769 with a cast of Jewish stars, featuring the Borscht Belt comedy stylings of Jerry Seinfeld.
What is the deal with Rosh Hashanah? What's the rush? And who's this chick, Hashanah?
Sarah Silverman.
What? Amy Winehouse isn't Jewish? Someone should tell her face. Look at my...
The Beastie Boys.
So Russia, Hashanah!
Plus David Schwimmer, Lenny Kravitz, Andy Samberg, Winona Ryder, and Adam Sandler.
Not a Jewish Richard Gere. It's the Jewish New Year.
Dick Clark's Hebrew New Year's Rockin' Eve. It's gonna blow your tuchus off. What, are you going to watch something else?
I kind of like that. It's about time they came up with something amusing. Not spectacular, but amusing, you know what I mean?
What do you mean? Do I amuse yous?
Like a little chuckle. Well, talk about chronics on the email. Neil@neilrogers.com, by the way, is the email address if you want to zip us off something. And let me just say this right now. All you chronics out there, go the hell away. Just like on the phone, same thing. If you want to be chronic, take some tonic. Drink some battery acid would be good. God. Go get a colonic. Rich Pachter starts out this morning by saying, Happy Jew Year, Neil. Just an FYI, both Monday and Tuesday's MP3 archives are only 3 hours and 22 minutes each. Strange. Cheers, Rich Pachter. No wonder you hate him.
I don't, but
the hell
sure.
You don't. Or is it Chicken Neck that hates him?
I don't think either one, but if you want, I'll hate him.
Paul Harvey Jr.
Funny. I don't hate Paul Harvey Jr. personally.
No, I'm saying he hates Rich Pachter.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's say that.
They hate each other.
All right, yeah.
Now, Eric finally answered this, and before I get to Eric's response, this moron in New Orleans, G. Goldbard, Gary, this Gary guy that keeps sending me these long, ponderous, and the streaming's only, And Eric actually didn't, I guess, realize who he was dealing with, so he also sent the same chronic complaint to me that he sent to Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about incompetence. What will it take to fix this? And he spells incompetence wrong. Nothing like a moron giving us a lecture. He says, Dumb and Dumber, missing last hour of show again. What will it take to fix this? This guy is just, he's evil, Gary. Yeah. So Eric writes to me, due to the QM stream being changed recently and a Microsoft limitation in large audio files, the last 40 minutes of every show probably will be missing till I have time to write a workaround. I spent all night working on this, and unfortunately there's no quick fix. Also, P.S., to answer Gary's question, it will either take him sending me $5,000 so I can set aside my pay work to fix it, or shutting his effing whiny gob and completely recording it himself. Nice going, Eric. Rip him an ass. Gary in New Orleans. Gary Goldbard. I hope the bird of paradise takes a big dump on your head just in honor of Rosh Hashanah. How do you like that, Gary? You quisling.
You fairy.
You pain in the ass. There's one thing I cannot stand. It's I hate that. I can put up with a lot of crap, and believe you me, I tolerate much crap in my life. I don't take any crap, but I tolerate it. Yeah, I take crap. In fact, I took 2 this morning.
Oh, really?
Craps.
I thought I was going to, but I didn't.
False alarm?
Yeah.
No false alarm with me, man. I had an explosive experience, but we don't want to go too deeply into that.
The streaming's on screw. Nah.
And you have the right answer, as if we have any ability to do something about it,
right.
Which we don't. We have nothing to do with that.
This is a service.
And keep in mind that there are many people, including, I don't want to mention any names, but some broadcasters.
Are you sure?
Who charge, who
that
have
is
the
right.
gall to charge
that is right.
people to listen to the archives or to even ask us what they want to get off their website.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to mention any names.
Are you sure?
Positive. And so here's a free service we provide, but it's never good enough. Gary in New Orleans. You're a cancer. You're a tumor. You're a walking, talking, schmitting tumor. Mostly Schmidt. Barry Jackass writes, and boy, I bet you Chris is going to be embarrassed about this. No Dolphins regular season home game has been blacked out since 1998. 10 years. But several are at serious risk because season ticket sales plummeted from 61,000 plus in 2006 to 54,600 in 2007 to less than 50,000 this season. Less than 50,000.
Oh, my God.
For blackout purposes, 67,000 tickets must be sold. Just less than 10,000 tickets remain for Sunday's Chargers game, and the Dolphins will consider asking for an extension of the 1 p.m. Thursday blackout deadline. More than 10,000 tickets remain for several other games, and WFOR CBS 4 isn't going to buy nearly that many. I mean, they may be wanting to put those games on there, but not that much, not that badly. Well, what's the average price of a ticket?
I wish I knew.
$60, $80? Say 60.
60.
Well, $60 times 10,000 is $600,000. You think Channel 4 is going to keep forking out $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 because of the fact that this horseball town can't sell out the games? You'd think that after they won a game, they crushed the Patriots and shocked the world with that. You'd think that maybe a bunch of front-running phonies would all of a sudden be just jamming on each other to buy the tickets. I noticed we're giving away tickets on the Little Dog Show this morning to the FSU Canes game. How come we don't get anything to give away, huh? We get squat. We get Squatsky is what we get.
We could work on some stuff.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. Go wheel and deal.
Oh, what is this about Jerk Street? Jerk Street was talking about how Vanderbilt hadn't started 5-0 since 1941, the year before Pearl Harbor. Yeah, that's captivating radio. That's good stuff. Vanderbilt. Who gives a crap about freaking Vanderbilt? Kirk Jerk Street. Same old tired. Oh, the Dow is down 187 points, by the way. The Senate's going to meet tonight after sundown, of course. We don't want to offend Russ Feingold and Jew Lieberman and Dianne Feinstein. I mean, stop and think about it. It's a Jewish holiday, okay? Which I really, quite frankly, couldn't give a crap less about. Granted, Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur are the high holy days. Don't ask me why New Year is such a big tzimmus. And allegedly, we were on the verge of a complete financial breakdown, allegedly. And yet, well, we got a couple of days here. We'll get together Wednesday night, Thursday, Donnerstick, whenever. You see what I'm saying? How ridiculous it is?
Mm-hmm.
That's what Gary in New Orleans ought to be upset about. Not,
the streaming is only 3 hours. Yeah.
Blow it out your ass, Gary. You make me sick to my stomach. You should only croak. Not just a normal death, but a wicked, nasty, painful death. Every pore in your body should ooze with pimples. Anyway, here's our poll. Which singer has the most beautiful voice? Oh, and wait. Let me get to that other email.
Mm-hmm.
I just love these emails because without having to hear the annoying voices, it's so many of the same malcontents.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll figure out how to do an annoying font.
What does that mean?
That's a joke.
What's an annoying font?
That's a joke is what that is.
Bob in Naples, who's another real a-hole, says, Neil, I'll give you Karen Carpenter even though you hype her on the show. Well, what does that mean, I hype her on the show? Because I talked a lot about her.
Mm-hmm.
But Freddie Mercury? Come on. Everybody loves Freddie, but the most beautiful voice? First of all, that wasn't my opinion, and that wasn't my selection. That was George.
Right, that was the spick pick.
Right, that's right. The quick spick pick. This is an example of your opinion dominating the polls. See, this is what kills me about these more. And listen to the best part. Of course, I didn't listen yesterday. Maybe you were taking it another day off. But even so, it is plain that either you and or George are not hyping Sam Cooke enough. And by the way, Roger Whittaker is no Slim Whitman. Keep it up, Bob in Naples. You're a moron, Bob. Another example of my opinion dominating the polls. I wouldn't vote for Freddie Mercury on a bet. I like Freddie Mercury. I love Queen. But you know something? The idea that he's got the most beautiful voice of any singer, I don't think he's got a beautiful voice at all. Good voice. There's a difference between a beautiful voice like Johnny Mattress, the African Queen.
How come he's not on there?
He isn't?
Yeah, he is. Oh, is he?
What are you talking about?
Well,
I voted for Luis Miguel, by the way. I didn't vote for Freddie Mercury. Bob in Naples. You know something? Bob probably hangs out with the Beasleys because he sounds like one of their kind. A real goofball.
Yeah, yeah.
I hope that Joyce comes to your house and takes a big dump on your porch, Bob. What is that?
Freddie Mercury.
Oh. What is it?
Without Queen, it's Love Kills.
Oh. I don't want to hear Freddie Mercury. He's dead. Oh, there's OJ.
Johnny Mattress?
Key defense, what?
You want to hear Johnny Mattress?
No.
Coming right up.
Chances are...
Just retrieving what had been stolen from him.
Yeah, what had been stolen from him. OJ, put him in the rubber room. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. He doesn't have a beautiful voice.
You bastard. I think you're a homophobe.
901 on the poll. Which singer has the most beautiful voice? Freddie Mercury is winning, but boy, it is tight. Freddie's got 88 and Karen Carpenter's got 87. They are, wow, really right on top. Oh, would you get rid of that silly Queen?
When chains are torn.
First of all, what are you playing that for? What is that?
The love theme from Romeo and Juliet. It's out of time for us. It's a beautiful song. It's schmaltzy.
How come it's here? Chances are.
I don't have that.
How about the 12th of Heaven? Kill it!
I have this.
Kill it! What?
It's your favorite song from your favorite TV show.
See, you don't have any Johnny Mathis hits.
I do.
Wonderful, wonderful. You got that? Wonderful, wonderful.
No.
You don't even have it by Lawrence Welk, huh? Can I read the poll, or are you just going to keep playing crap?
Can we do both?
Freddie Mercury, 88. Karen Carpenter, 87. Roy Orbison, 69. Barbara Streisand, 52. Sarah Brightman, 47. Nat King Cole, 44. Mona Lisa. Whitney Houston, 43. Linda Ronstadt, 43. Sade, who was a late addition, she's got 39. Marvin Gaye rhymes with Sade. He's got about 30. Johnny Mattress has got 27. Luis Miguel, 21. Boy, that's a joke. He ought to have like 500. Elvis, 20. Jim Morrison, 20. Steve Perry. And the best part of it is this Bob in Naples didn't listen yesterday, so he didn't even know what he's talking about. Just expressing discontent. Meh, meh, meh. Of course, if I was stuck in Florida, I'd probably be making those sounds too. Elvis and Jim Morrison, 20 apiece. I think the same person. Seen either one of them lately? No.
Nope.
Steve Perry, 18. John Anderson from Yes, 18. Art Garfunkel, 18. Sam Cooke, 17. Yeah, we need to hype him more, says Bob. And wasn't I hyping? Didn't we play some Sam Cooke?
That's right. We did.
Don't know much about his... That's what Sarah Palin's going to be saying tomorrow. She's going to be singing that song. Don't know much about anything. Gladys Knight, 15. Justin Hayward from the Moody Blues, 15. Mariah Carey, 14, with that one big boob. Luther Vandross, 13. Gordon Lightfoot, 12. How's it going, Gordon? See you around, eh? Dusty Springfield, 12. James Taylor, 10. Roberta Flack, 9. Neil Sedaka, 9. That's ridiculous. Joss Stone, 8. 8 for Tom York from Radiohead. George Michael, Miss Michael, she's got 8. At least once. Paul Rogers from Bad Company, 7. David Gates, 7. Everly Brothers, 7. Marilyn McCoo, 7. Jay Black, 7. Pink, she's got 6. Engelbert Humperdinck, 6. Roger Whittaker, 6. Jesse Colin Young, 4. Amy Lee, 3. B.J. Thomas, 3. Gary Puckett, 3. Ridiculous. Ricky Nelson's got 1. And Yvonne Elliman, 1. Barbara Harris from the Toys, she ain't got nothing.
Biggest name.
She's got the big...
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The Sports League.
No portion of this program may be reproduced without the express written permission of WQAM BZ Broadcast Group, Incorporated.
You're a bastard.
Clay is gay. No one was shocked, he said he goes that way. But now it's official that Mr. Aiken prefers the bacon on his buffet.
You fairy.
Clay is gay. It's not a big surprise, we have to say. Hopefully now that he's out, he can relax about his back wax. It's so cliche.
Yay.
Nobody really gives a squat, 'cause we knew way before Spamalot. I'm so glad he finally came clean, 'cause he's known since age 13. Clay is gay. He's taking off his hetero toupee. When he took the stage on Idol, we all knew back in season 2 it wasn't great. Clay is gay. Now he can join a bathhouse in the Bay. There's no more worry about hiding his life or lack of a wife, and that's okay. All of his stress is behind him, replaced by a handsome guy named Jim. Now they can walk the streets hand in hand, or even join a boy band. Clay is gay. Hip hip hooray.
You fairy.
10:20 at QAM. Anyway, what's that schedule for Wednesday? It's the 1st of October, by the way. Woo. Isn't that exciting?
Woot.
The Big O is at 2 o'clock.
Rock solid.
Mad Dog 4 to 7. 7 to 8, it's the Dolphins tonight. Oh, brother. And then 8 to 11, DA tries to follow that abortion. So wait till you hear this email I just got.
Okay.
From Joe Bell. Well, you're laughing now. It says J.
Yeah.
Will you listen to me?
All right.
jbell at WQAM.com. That's not his email address, is it?
No. I mean, it might be, but that's not the one that I know for him.
No. Neil, this is definitely me emailing you. Your show has never been better, so please keep it up, and we will do everything we can to make the rest of your time at WQAM worthwhile. P.S. Ho, ho, ho! How do you like that?
Mm-hmm.
That's not him. And if it is him, how come he's not doing some work instead of, wasting his time sending me emails?
That is work.
Oh, is that what he's doing? First of all, if it's really you, then why don't you send me the email on my Yahoo or Hotmail or something like that?
An email that he knows that you know that he knows.
That's right. That's right, because we don't believe it. And the show has never been better? I thought he was the one who liked my interaction with the callers, with those great calls. If it was really Joe Bell, he'd say, congratulations on coming up with this brilliant email idea. Fatso, you fat old troublemaking fag. That's what Joe Bell would say. He sure wouldn't say, ho, ho, ho! Maybe he just sits in the office and listens to the show all day. That's what he told Fat Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that what he told you?
Yeah, something like that.
Sits in his office with the door locked and listens to this show all day. And grits his teeth, clenches his teeth. Like that. Because he hates all of us, like poison. I didn't realize Joey T. from Cooper City is Joe Tuchus.
Well, now you do.
He says, I notice I've been emailing you too much, like a no-life idiot. No, K-N-O-W, no life. So I will email you only a couple times a week. You know, it's really pretty scary when, the callers are one thing. You realize how many morons there are. But when you force people to put things down in black and white and type things out and you realize how many illiterate people there are out there, it's just, they can't spell, they can't put a sentence together, they can't do anything. Their grammar blows. Grammar. Grandma blows. Fat Man After Dark, also very, very unbelievably chronic. But you know something? It's better to have the chronics, otherwise it's like the thing with the calls. Otherwise there's nothing there. Neil at neilrogers.com. I challenge Jolly Joe Bell to send me a real email on my real email address, because that's not him.
Right.
J. Bell my ass. In addition to which, what difference does it make? And what did he say? They're going to make the, let's see, We're going to do everything we can to make the rest of your time at WQAM worthwhile. In other words, between now and November. Yeah, I think he's got some evil plans for us. Remember that one that we got yesterday? Oh, yeah, the next time you're in town, stop by and see me. I've got some real surprises for you and George. Yeah, like my foot up your ass. Something like that. Fat Man After Dark says, my suggestion to put John McCain on the singer poll was definitely a joke. I figured George would get it since he's such a big music guy. Didn't you get it?
No.
I may be a chronic, but I'm not an a-hole, at least not yet. Oh, that's what you think, Fat Man. Your next poll should be if we use paper or plastic at Publix. Yeah, see? Not an a-hole. Could have fooled me. Schmuck. A real schmendrick. Keep your eye on that market today. A fool and his money are soon parted. Bugsy's got a pretty good poll here. Not including drug or alcohol offenses, I break the law most often by not wearing a seatbelt, speeding, downloading music or video illegally, not picking up dog poop, smoking in non-smoking areas, having sex in public, littering, running red lights, carrying a weapon illegally. I never break any laws. That's a good poll.
Sure.
We got the one on there for tomorrow. Do you want to know the one for tomorrow?
Lay it on me. Sorry,
No.
I was taking a sip of coffee.
No. Now let's see if Jolly Joe Bell sent any real emails. What do you think? You know it's not. Jon Stewart last night. I heard you mention Congress took the day off to honor the Jewish New Year. On Jon Stewart's show last night, the opening segment, he went off on them and how ridiculous it was, telling them to get the F back to work, and that Wall Street and the Daily Show were working despite the fact that there are more Jews in either place than in Congress. And bada beep, bada boop, bada bop. Let me say it again. Oh, love the show without the callers, Neil, says Brian. Well, good, me too. But let me say it again. Jon Stewart, to me, isn't funny. Maybe once in a great while. If I just watched it all the time, maybe like once every 6 weeks,
sure,
I might go,
It's the reports that are funny. The little things they do, little news stories where they send a reporter out and their little sketches and things like that.
Oh, I see. Neil, this is Jolly Joe. I'm doubling your pay and vacation. Also, fart sounds are allowed to be played. Ho, 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 Joe. Only this is with a different address. With a phone number.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, I just deleted it. Too late. What, you want the phone number?
Yeah, no, you. Call him up.
I don't want to. I don't want anything to do with him. So you know it can't possibly be him.
Right.
No, there's nothing in my Yahoo, and let me check my Hotmail. I mean, here's the general manager of an allegedly major... No, there's nothing in there. It's not Jolly Joe Bell. In fact, I bet you it's Ken Charles trying to deflect the attention of the fact that they stabbed Dave Lamont in the back, and then footy, although it was, of course, like Jicka said, well-deserved, but nevertheless.
The biggest name.
Backstabber, Ken Charles, phony, right-wing lunatic, Nazi bastard.
Sports leader.
Get the Hoover out the moon, man.
All right. You feel the pressure start to growing. You feel the pressure getting worse.
Rectum.
You feel your bladder overflowing. You feel a dam about to burst. Oh, don't go against the wall. Just take off down the hall. There's a bathroom on the right.
You fairy.
Don't go on the floor. Just move on down 2 doors. There's a bathroom on the right. You drank a fifth of cheap tequila. You chased it down with shots of gin. You feel your head begin to reeling. You see the room begin to spin. I don't far from my shoes. If lunch you're gonna lose. There's a bathroom on the right. Don't throw up on us. We'll drive the porcelain bus. There's a bathroom on the right.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my, oh my god.
There's a bathroom on the right.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, no fart sounds in that either. What a shame.
Oh, well.
10:32 at 560 WQAM. No fart sounds disguised as raspberry. So I changed the poll.
All right.
I got soul, so I changed the poll.
Well, let me go vote.
Go vote?
By the way, do you want to tell them or do you want me to, Chris? I mean, this is pretty exciting news.
What?
Well, if you would like to, we can give away a pair of UMFSU tickets.
Who told you that?
Lee.
Oh, Flea.
Yeah.
I thought Flea was our friend. He gives us one pair of tickets. Joe Rose gets like 6,000 pair of tickets. There's like a whole section that's on the Joe Rose show. Probably Mad Dog has got like 45,000 tickets he's giving away. And we get one pair of tickets to give away? All right, let me crank the phone monitor up. I have it in the off position. For obvious reasons. Well, I wasn't going to take any calls. Here's the first caller for those tickets. QAM.
Yes.
I beg your pardon? Oh, okay. How do you like that? There's a guy that could have had a shot at those tickets, although the delay probably hasn't built up yet.
That's right.
Once the delay comes on, then you'll see the phones just exploding. A pair of tickets for the FSU Hurricanes game? Wow, what could be more exciting than that? There's a couple lines ringing. Huh?
Because, I'm dim and slow. Is Jared Leto on this poll?
No. Oh, you get him on there right away.
So I can vote for
Jared
him.
Leto. Oh, Can I change my vote? I voted for Marky Mark.
Are you going to add it, Chris, or you want me to?
Yeah, I got to find out.
Jared Leto and Requiem for a Dream. Right. God, I love him.
That's what I want to vote for. I mean, I looked over the list, and
he's a little scrawny, but that's because he was doing all that blow,
right?
You know? Have a sandwich, Jared. You look like you got Karen Carpenter disease. Oh, there you go, pushing Karen Carpenter again, Neil. Mm-hmm. Bob in Naples is going to send you another email. Ho, 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 ho. WQAM ticket line, hello.
Hey, I was hoping to win the tickets.
You got them. Hang on.
All right, thank you, sir.
Wasn't that nice? Wasn't that easy?
Yeah, it was awesome. Thank you.
Okay, hang on. Yeah, well, he sounds like a guy. I'm shutting that thing off now. You got it?
He'll get it.
Line two there. Okay, grab him and get his name and shoe size and find out if he's well endowed. I'm talking about money. Okay, which singer's got the most beautiful voice? We wrapped that baby up with 922 votes. So we'll go way over 1,000 today. Of course, we started with like 865 or something. We're cheating. All you people screaming, oh, he's mailing it in. He's doing the DFO, mailing it in. MIFO, I've had a spy report about MIFO doing sports updates or some crap on 850.
Yeah.
I mean, what a joke. That's what happens when you're a backstabber in this business, MIFO. Sooner or later, the radio gods get your ass, MIFO.
Rectum.
You phony. You cornball, cornpone. And by the way, too bad Rimmer didn't get your job. No, I take that back. Which singer's got the most beautiful voice? And it ended in a flat-footed tie. Whoa. Freddie Mercury 90, Karen Carpenter 90. I think
you
that's
see,
only
both of the people that you were pushing and felling all over.
That's right. Uh-huh. Like they're going to vote for what I tell them to vote. That Bob in Naples. I'm going to get a hit squad to go over there and kick his ass. And while they're over there, get Joyce, too.
Ooh.
And maybe some of the Beasleys.
I'd like to be
Roy Orbison was third with 70. Barbara Streisand, 54, that cross-eyed bitch. Sarah Brightman, 48. Nat King Cole, 44. Mona Lisa. Whitney Houston, 43. Linda Ronstadt, 43. Sade, 40. Marvin Gaye, 31. Right below Sade. And she ought to, get him out of there because he probably don't smell too good anymore. Johnny Mattress, she's got 29. Elvis, 22. Luis Miguel, 22. Tied with the king. I guess you could call that the king and the queen. Elvis and Luis. Jim Morrison, 20. Steve Perry, 18. John Anderson of 18. Art Garfunkel, 18. What did I call him yesterday? Art Goldfinkel? Something.
Yeah, whatever.
Something strange.
Really anti-Semitic.
Sam Cooke, 17. Sam Cooke was Jewish. What?
And could he?
Could he what? I don't know.
Sam Cooke?
Mariah Carey, 15. Gladys Knight, 15. Justin Hayward of the Moody Blues, 15. Luther Vandross, he's still dead, 13. John didn't even know he was dead. I mean, George, whatever your name is.
Yeah.
Gordon Lightfoot, 12. Dusty Springfield, 12. James Taylor, 11. Joss Stone, 9. Roberta Flack, 9. Neil Sedaka, 9. Tom York of Radiohead, 8. Miss George Michael, 8. Paul Rogers of Bad Company, 7. David Gates, 7. Everly Brothers, 7. I don't understand why they're on there, because which singer's got the most beautiful voice? Maybe they couldn't separate Don and Phil.
Pick one.
Well, I don't.
They're on there as a unit.
I know by their looks, and they both look good to me. Although the one looked really a little
gay,
fey. But as far as the voices, I wouldn't know one from the other one. Bye-bye, love. Everly Brothers 7, Marilyn McCoo 7, Jay Black 7. Jay Black with the just should have done so much better. They probably don't know that's Jay from Jay and the Americans.
Right?
Well, they probably don't. I mean, people that know their music really well would know who that is. But, I mean, and, of course, if you don't know their music, then how would you know he's got a great voice? Have you got any Jay and the Americans? I bet you do. Only in America, huh?
I'm sure
you
I
got
do.
Something. Cara Mia. Oh, Cara Mia is pretty good. You got that?
I'm looking.
Jay and the Americans you don't have? What kind of a bogus... What? See?
Give me some slack, Jack.
What a voice.
I can only type so fast. The computer only responds so fast.
Quit stepping on Jay Black.
We say goodbye.
Oh, he had a voice like... Melt you like
what was
butter.
the other song you liked? You wanted?
Only in America. Yeah, but Cara Mia was so much better as far as the voice, the vocal thing, his thing.
In America.
Well, this is nothing to sneeze at over here.
Oh,
this
yeah.
This is the biggest hit that people would recognize if you ask me. You gonna guess the year?
68.
Close.
This magic moment.
69.
Oh, Jesus.
You get one ding.
Christ. How can he only have 7 votes? What is wrong with you people anyway?
Out of sight, out of mind. I told you, these things are all name recognition. It's a fame game on these polls.
God, did he have a beautiful voice. If he looked as good as he sounded, man, I'd have hopped on his bones in 2 seconds.
Well, I'm not going to argue with you.
Found out how fast he could have run. What?
That was a very buttery voice, I got to say.
He did have a great voice. Pink 6, Engelbert Humperdinck 6, Roger Whittaker 6, Amy Lee 4, Pinky Lee didn't get any, Brenda Lee also didn't get any. Jesse Colin Young 4, B.J. Thomas 3. B.J. Thomas should have done much better than that. Boy, he had a really smooth, great, beautiful voice.
How'd the bear do?
Who?
B.J. and the bear?
I'm just going to pretend you're not there today. Kerry Puckett 3, Ricky Nelson had 1, which is silly. Yvonne Elliman 1, and Barbara Harris from the Toys didn't have any. The Toys. The Toys my ass. Jay and the Americans. That just, I mean, Luis Miguel I can understand because I know speaking English and all that other crap and
gay.
Like that. But a good red-blooded heterosexual like Jay Black. I'm going to Google Jay Black during the break. I say let's bring Jay Black back. The market's down 190 points, the Dow. They're just waiting. Well, they're waiting for the big Senate vote tonight after the sun goes down. And, of course, we're going to have a whole bunch of Jewish. Jew Lieberman's going to be sitting there making sure he's going to be looking out the window, making sure the sun is all the way down.
The biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Make sure your sun goes all the way down.
WQAM.
The sports leader.
All the crap you can unwrap. All the slime all the time.
This is Eyewitness News. Among the world leaders gathering at the UN General Assembly are Republican Vice Presidential candidate Sarah Palin and the President of Afghanistan. Listen to what he said.
Do you like hockey and do you live in Alaska?
Yes. I'm a hockey mom from Alaska.
Can you see Russia from Alaska?
Yes. You can actually see Russia from land here in Alaska.
What is your foreign policy experience?
I got involved in the PTA.
Quick photo ops with no questions from the media. Very little chance she'll stumble.
What is the difference between you and President Bush?
Lipstick.
Oh, boy, I can't wait to see them put some lipstick on that pig tomorrow night. The big debate, Biden and Palin tomorrow night. Even George is going to watch that.
Oh, yeah, something, maybe. No, I won't.
You won't?
I'll be out.
Out of luck.
I'll be out of the house.
This is cute. This is funny. Oh, and by the way, the quarter schlock guy just sent me 600 emails with his, hi, buddy, and then I just deleted them all, like, real quick. Oh, let me ask you a question. I forgot to do it before the show. Since you know Outlook Express better than I do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know from Outlook Express. I mean, I know how to use it, but I don't know how, like all the stuff, the deleted items, there are 554 deleted. How do I delete everything that's in that thing?
Right-click on that thing, on that trash or delete it or whatever it is, and then there's an empty or something like that.
Oh, delete.
Yep.
Delete. Yes, delete. Didn't work. It just does one at a time, I think.
No. Don't, highlight the folder you know what I mean? Just go over the folder, over the thing itself, not over an individual email.
Yeah. Yeah, but when you click it, You don't understand.
Is it in the delete folder or the trash folder?
The deleted items.
Right. You should be able to, on the word deleted items, just right-click on that word.
Oh, on that?
Yes.
Well, why the hell didn't you tell me
Well,
that?
that's what I was trying to.
Deleted items, right-click, find, open, empty. Oh,
there
empty.
you go.
Empty it. Yes. You want to do this? Yes.
Yes.
And it didn't do anything.
Oh, come on now.
It didn't do it. Let me try it again.
All right.
Deleted items.
I'm going to do it with you.
Oh, it's stuck now. You screwed up my computer.
No. Just don't touch anything else. Just relax.
What do you mean by that?
When I'm with someone and they try to do something to the computer and it doesn't do it right away and they get frustrated, I say to them, calm down, Neil. This is what I say to all my friends or my wife or my child or anybody like that. If they tell the computer to do something and the computer doesn't do it right away, I say, calm down, Neil.
Yeah.
Anyone who's impatient about the computer doing something is
happening. Nothing is going to happen.
Calm down, Neil.
You're not talking to John McCain, okay? I'm not computer illiterate.
It takes because you have so many items in there. It's going to take a minute to crunch them all up.
You're wrong.
Okay.
It's not. It's stuck. When the egg timer is on there, it means to me
you need to relax.
Okay.
And not touch anything at the moment, or open up whatever thing that you want.
What do you think, Chris? You think that's going to do something?
I say give it some time. Yes.
I think you're both full of crap.
Okay.
Okay, but I'll just leave it sitting there. The egg timer is sitting over there where it says deleted items.
That's right. Now, if you click on 500 other things, then you might have messed things up.
Yeah.
But let's just hope that you didn't.
What's the worst that can happen? You have to wait a couple minutes and you try it again.
No, he's not going to have to wait a couple minutes. He's just going to have to relax.
Exactly.
Moving on.
Oh, well, it's doing something. I'm looking at the computer, and it's like...
as long as you don't start clicking on a whole bunch of other things.
I'm not clicking on anything. I don't even have the mouse in my hand.
Click. Well, I do.
I'll bet.
Mm-hmm.
Chris's.
I have a mouse in each hand, actually.
Oh, Chris has two?
Clicking.
This is cute. Hey, Neil, I love Joe Rose's voice. Can you put it on your list? And it's signed Chippy.
Oh, yeah.
It's cute. Yeah, that's what it was worth. I'm going to be joicing again, I think, here in a second. I don't know what's going on. I think I caught it from you.
Probably.
That thing is still doing nothing, by the way.
You got 100 and some items in there. It'll take a minute.
No, I got 500 and some odd, almost 600.
Jesus, Jiminy Christmas, yeah.
I may have to joist right in the middle of reading something here.
Take it to the bathroom with you.
Yeah, I always.
Isn't that a good place to read? Weren't we just doing that poll?
That's a great idea.
Mm-hmm. Just get a long cord.
Now let's see. I did the final. Yeah, 922. I read the final on that other poll, and I would read you the new poll. Only I can't open the thing because. I can't open my Firefox because I'm stuck. It's not doing anything. It's not going to.
If you click on the Firefox tab underneath there at the bottom, it'll probably still open up, and Outlook Express will continue to do what it's doing.
I can go back to that. Right. I'm going to joist.
Just ignore that thing for a while.
I think right on the chair I'm going to joist.
Really?
I'm going to drop a big steaming pile. Oh, speaking of piles.
Many national.
There's Arnold. The Dow's down 206.5. Not good. Well, they got to wait. They got to wait a few hours till the sun goes down, and Drew Lieberman brings out his titses. What was the best acting performance by a singer? I'm so glad you came up with Jared Leto.
Yeah, me too.
Frank Sinatra, From Here to Eternity, and The Manchurian Candidate. Well, wait a minute. How come he's got both of them on there? 19.
Huh.
Yeah, it's two different movies. From Here to Eternity and Manchurian Candidate. 19. Mark Wahlberg, Boogie Nights, 17. I voted for him. Great movie.
Yes.
Dwight Yoakam, Sling Blade, 8. Ludacris, Crash, 7. Burl Ives, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, 5. Burl Ives, big and fat and dead. Raymond Burr, big and fat and gay and dead. Ice Cube, Boys in the Hood, 5. Queen Latifah in Chicago, 4. Harry Connick Jr., Copycat, 4. Boy, he makes me ill. He's like one of those old, like you'd go to see Casino Rama. You'd see people like him, old rejects. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Old never-wases. Harry Connick Jr. Much Ado About Nothing. Elvis Presley on Charro, 4. That was the name of a movie, Charro? I remember Charro on Hollywood Squares.
Chaco or Taco or something like that.
Charro? I don't believe that. But anyway, it's got 4 votes. Madonna, Dick Tracy, 3. Eminem, 8 Mile, 3. You don't want to go there. Boy, I sure used to like Macombo's on 8 Mile Road in Detroit. Great Italian food. Then they turned it into a strip bar. So needless to say, I stopped going. Jared Leto, Requiem for a Dream, has only got a pair. Jared's got a pair. I'd like to see him. Tina Turner, Beyond Thunderdome, 1. Liza Minnelli, Arthur, 1. Barbara Streisand, What's Up, Doc, 1. Diana Ross, Mahogany, and Jerry Reed and the Survivors, and Chris Christopherson, Heaven's Gate, got none out of the first 86 vote. Okay, let me go back to that thing. And, it worked.
All right.
Ta-da!
Oh! It's just because you had so many of them in there that it took that long. It will not take that long if you don't have that many in there.
Here's one from Ali Reid, BBC News. Ask nearly anyone in Alaska, and they'll tell you that Governor Sarah Palin is a great debater. If anyone knows the challenge that lies ahead for Senator Joe Biden, it's Andrew Halcrow, 44, who took part in a handful of debates with Mrs. Palin during Alaska's 2006 gubernatorial race. The one thing I found during the debates was no matter how knowledgeable her opponents were on issues, it didn't matter, he told BBC News. She has an amazing ability to turn a 45-second answer into a folksy story. She's never been forced to know any issues. Mr. Halcrow said Mrs. Palin's biggest strength is her ability to fill the room with her presence. Bada-beep, bada-boop, bada-bop. And it goes, boy, this is a long, delete. When in doubt, delete it out. Poll suggestion. What does this mean? Oh, it's crap. It's a Sarah Palin. It's a silly poll. Oh, here's the quarter schlock guy again who's bugging me. Delete. Neil, you need to replace the interface between the keyboard and the chair. What the hell does that mean?
Say that again?
Neil, you need to replace the interface between the keyboard and the chair.
That would be you.
That's almost as funny as Jolly Joe. Ho, ho, ho!
Wow, computer joke I never heard before.
Yeah, I never heard that one either.
Very funny. In other words, I'm incompetent is what he's trying to say. I think I do pretty good for a daughter.
You do damn well. You're just slightly impatient.
No, I'm very impatient, and at least I'm honest about it. I can't stand people who are impatient and lie about it. Oh, not me. I'm just like anybody else. You know, baloney. If you're impatient, at least admit it. Nothing wrong with being impatient. I have absolutely no patience, like standing in line in the supermarket or any place else. I don't like it. I don't want to. Paul says, like you seem to rant about more often than not, a disproportionate number of people in this country seem to be more concerned about American Idol or Dancing with the Stars. It troubles me to see that more people vote for that silly crap on a nightly basis than will vote in the presidential election in a little over a month. Pathetic. The callers are absurd, and I'm glad to see them go, Paul says. Yes, they suck. They blow. We took one call, and we gave the guy the tickets to the game, and that's it, and the thing is shut off again. And even a fake Jolly Joe. You know, LeBastard's got all the fake Hank Goldberg and fake Jim Mandich. We got fake Jolly Joe on the emails. Fake Jolly Joe who goes, ho, ho, ho! I know that long articles and op-ed pieces are anathema to you. That's correct. But whether you read this piece on the air or not is not relevant. Well, I won't. It's Dave Leonhardt, Lesson from a Crisis When Trust Vanishes, Worry. From New York, or from somewhere, I don't know, New York Times. And it's about 8 million words. I'm not going to read it. I'm not writing you to hear my own words read back to me on the air. I think this article, however, might be the most accurate, succinct description of what's happened to our economy than any piece I've read on the subject. In case the link doesn't work, here's the text of the article for your convenience. Thank you, Paul, but I'm not going to read it on the air. It's too long. You're right. It's very long. Long and ponderous. Pseudo-intellectual. Big news on the poll front. Boy, Barack Obama's pulling way ahead in the big states, including Florida. I'll give you that in a second. Tease it, baby. Tease it. Keep them on the edge of their seat. Keep them right on their tippy toes. The interface needs to be changed. Poll edition, Neil Diamond and the Jazz Singer. That's good. I don't like Neil Diamond, but that's good. You don't think?
It is good.
Hey, I really don't know Wets, W-H-E-T-S, Georgia's sexual appeal to Rachel Maddow. I mean, I can't tell if she's a little boy or a little girl.
I'm sorry, my what now?
Oh, anyway, let me know if you still have a ticket I can acquire. George, no, I don't have any ticket. Although we can tell you where to find the ticket.
The biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
The biggest names, the best talent.
Are you sure?
You're listening to Sports Radio 560 WQAM.
Are you sure?
Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
This is the Neil Rogers Show. This is your brain. Any questions?
They're back. Your favorite Jewish rock and roll nostalgia band. It's Rosh Hashanah with their greatest hits album, Sock Hop at the Synagogue.
My rabbi's back, he's gonna circumcise my baby. My rabbi's back.
Yes, Rosh Hashanah has reformed to bring you 12 kosher cuts of hop and Hebrew hijinks.
That joy isn't good for Jews.
This album should be in every Orthodox rocker's collection. Rolling Stone gives it 5 stars of David.
Who wrote the book of Job?
Sock Hop at the Synagogue, new from Rosh Hashanah. Available at all record stores. We'll talk price when you get here. Don't pass over this album.
The Hebrew.
11:02 at 560 WQAM. John McCain is pontificating.
Even funding for the operations of the legislative branch itself is not.
And he looks like a dead man with a lot of pancake makeup on. Somebody says Elvis Presley for Viva Las Vegas. You want to put that on there or not?
All right.
I mean, the idea that Elvis Presley had the greatest... See, the poll asks the musical question. What was the best acting performance by a singer?
Oh, they're going to answer their own question. Like, what was your favorite movie that a singer was in?
Oh. No, that wasn't the question. The question is, what was the best acting performance by a singer? In which case, I mean, Marky Mark. Oh, look at that, Sinatra. Well, you know, whatever. And how come they're both together like that? Well, that's good, because at least he doesn't have 2 separate entries. Sinatra, 25. Mark Wahlberg, Boogie Nights, 20. And after that, Small Potatoes at a 116. Jared Leto's only got 2. How is that possible? Are these people anti-Semitic or something, or what? How could he only have 2 votes? One of the really great movies of our time. Poor Sarah. She just wanted to be on television. She said it just like Alex Bennett used to say. Television. Remember him?
Yep.
Boy, he was such a nerd. He was a real nerd. He drove a Miata. A Miata. Not that there's anything wrong with a Miata, but just the way he said it. Like television. He's on Sirius, by the way, Alex Bennett. He's being heard all over the world.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. I just thought I'd mention that.
Okay.
Maybe he's got a real agent.
So am I adding Elvis for no or no?
No.
Okay.
Viva Las Vegas. He was no Bob Lincoln, I'll tell you that. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember those trips? Wow. Recently trailing retired Democrat Barack Obama now leads Republican John McCain in a trio of the most critical voter-rich states 5 weeks before the election, according to presidential poll results released today. Today's October 1, last time I checked. Wow. The Democrat support jumped to 50% or above in Ohio, Florida, and Pennsylvania in Quinnipiac University surveys taken over the weekend after the opening presidential debate and during Monday's dramatic stock market plunge as the House rejected that $700 billion financial bailout plan. And McCain is...
supposed to abolish them.
Beep, beep, beep. Combined, these states offer 68 of the 270 electoral votes needed for victory on Election Day, November 4. Pollsters attributed Obama's improved standing to the public's general approval of his debate performance, antipathy toward GOP vice presidential nominee Sarah Palin, and heightened confidence in the Illinois senator's ability to handle the economic crisis. The fresh polling is the latest troublesome turn for McCain, who's trying to regain control of the campaign conversation amid increasingly difficult circumstances for Republicans. It comes on the eve of a debate between Palin and Joe Biden, and as the financial crisis shapes the presidential race in unpredictable ways. The Dow is down 207. For now and probably for the next month, the race will be entirely about who can best handle an economy in peril. The war in Iraq, national security, foreign policy issues, McCain's strengths have largely fallen by the wayside as each campaign tries to chart a course to the presidency in extraordinarily choppy economic waters. The new surveys show Obama leading McCain in Florida 51 to 43%, In Ohio, 50 to 42%. And in Pennsylvania, wait till you hear this. Hold on tight. In Pennsylvania, 54 to 39%. 15-point lead in Pennsylvania. Since 1960, no president's been elected without winning at least 2 of these 3 states. The results are notable because they show Obama in a strong position in the pair of states that put Bush in the White House in 2000 and kept him there 4 years later, the 2 states that were stolen, Florida and Ohio. Obama's been struggling to break into a comfortable lead in both states. For weeks, he's been mostly about even with McCain in Ohio, while lagging for months in Florida, even after being the only candidate on the air and spending some $8 million in advertising. Pennsylvania's a different story. Obama's trying to hang on to the state that John Kerry won 4 years ago, though McCain has mounted a stiff challenge as he seeks to benefit from his rival's trouble with working-class voters who question his liberal voting record and perhaps his race. Perhaps. Right. And, of course, these are telephone polls, so they don't have cell phones. So he might be ahead about another 20 points, because the younger living and breathing crowd, they don't have, like, regular landlines.
Sure.
What?
I said sure.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Sure, laddie.
This guy, I don't know what's wrong with these people. I don't know what's wrong. Did you get my email? Johnny Rivers for the pool. What did Johnny Rivers, what movie did he sing in?
I don't know.
This guy, twice he sends me the same thing. I responded to him. Yes, I did get it. It's old news. I saw it. Been there, done that. And he writes again, did you get my email? And Johnny Rivers for maybe the poll about the beautiful voice. I don't know.
He was an actor in Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
That's his only thing.
He wasn't an actor.
Right.
Well, that's his only
That movie had a lot of musicians walking around.
Right.
That wasn't exactly acting.
It wasn't an acting performance, okay?
Hey, I'm just telling you what he's crediting. His only acting credit is
this guy that just sent me this email, man, I'm going to hunt his ass down. I'm going to hunt you down, Larry, or whatever your name is. Let me go back. Deleted items. Lawrence. Oh, and his last name is Renfield. Yeah. And... oh, yeah, he just keeps emailing the same crap over and over again. Did you get my email? Yada, yada, yada. Yeah, got it. Not interested. Go away. Go away, Lawrence. Renfield, crazy person. Crazy person. And if you saw who he was writing me about, then you'd understand. Another crazy person. The unmentionable one. Crazy person. 134 votes on our second poll of the day, which means we got close to 1,000. We got over 1,000. Way over. Because we had 922. Am I right?
Right.
You betcha. Oh, and I'm going to tell you what the world is coming to now. This story in the Sun Sentinel, no less, and I'm sure the Herald probably is on top of it, too. This is what makes news in the USA. This is what makes news on the Sun Sentinel website. Report. Ricky Williams says he was briefly tempted to smoke marijuana again last weekend. This is a news story, ladies and gentlemen. This is a news story. What?
It's funny.
Ricky, 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 Ricky.
Everybody talk about
Ricky, 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 Ricky.
Oh, it's enough to leave you limp. Ricky Williams says he was briefly tempted to smoke marijuana during the Dolphins' bye weekend, an act that could have ended his roller coaster NFL career. He told the Herald, it was from the Herald. The Sun Sentinel stole this from the Herald. For yesterday's editions, that when players were given Friday off, automatically your mind, which is so constrained since training camp began, says, I'm free, what can I do? So there was definitely an urge, he said, but I just thought about what I have to lose, and it was easy. The urge didn't last very long. There's no space, no wiggle room for me. Wiggle this, Ricky. You simpleton, you idiot. This is a news story in the Herald and the Sun Sentinel. And what did I tell you the other day about we need a real newspaper in South Florida?
You did say that.
Whoa, my God. This is the kind of schweinerei that the people who listen to these sports stations, that's the kind of crap they would be interested in. Oh, you're wrong, Neil. That's really heavy-duty stuff. Poor Ricky, he's a troubled guy, you know. He likes to smoke the news. In fact, you know something? That'd be a good idea, Ricky. Roll up both newspapers and smoke a big, gigantic one. Smoke a pair. That's a news story.
Yeah.
That would be like having a whole page, like on page 3, of all the names of the dogs that weren't lost this week. Yeah. That's right.
Wow. That'd be
the
a special
names of
section.
the children who aren't missing.
Mm-hmm.
This is news. News. And
Yeah,
you wonder why the public is like, why I get all this illiterate swill on my email thing here? Oh, I see Lawrence didn't send any more of that crap. Oh, wait a minute, maybe he did. No. Jessica Simpson in The Dukes of Hazzard. Well, it says she looked good. That was a great acting performance. Well, let me read to you the poll question one more time, okay?
All right, as if.
What was the best acting performance by a singer? Not who looked good, not who you'd like to hop on their bones, not like that. Now, where's Jared Leto? Has he still got only 2 votes? I'm going to be pissed off. No, he's got 4 now. Still embarrassingly weak. What about Al Martino? Get it on there. Al Martino, The Godfather, right?
Yeah.
You can act like a man. What's the matter with you?
What's the matter from you? You don't agree with that?
I do agree.
I mean,
Did I sound like I was arguing?
Not that he had like that big of a part.
Nevertheless.
You spend time with your family?
He made the most of it.
Because a man who doesn't spend time with his family can never be a real man. And he looks at Santino with a... Of course, Santino just finished banging that really ugly Italian bitch up against the door there.
What's the matter with you?
Yeah.
I think your brains are going soft.
Too much comedy with that young girl.
The biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
Yeah.
The sports leader.
No, good.
Well, I guess it would be nicer to just be clean for one day. But I don't want to go a day without a tranquil feel. I take a daily dose twice of sedatives with good weed. No wonder they discovered me snoozing with my head like a pillow on my steering wheel. I know when I've had too many Xanax, especially when my face is on the floor. Oh, I might need some time off from drug devotion. Can I get a male nurse, baby, if I visit Betty Ford? Oh, I gotta stay baked. I gotta stay baked. Oh, I gotta stay baked, baked, baked. I gotta stay baked, baked, baked.
11:17 at 560 WQAM. Happy October 1. Happy New Year. Happy Old Year. Happy whatever you got.
Happy Pappy.
Here's one that says, I'd like to vote for Jamie Foxx for his performance in Ray. For those who remember him as a comedian, he only turned to comedy after graduating from Berkeley with his music degree and failing to initially land a gig. He has since had multi-platinum albums and has won Grammys, so I think he qualifies. Has won Grammys. O-N-E, not W-O-N, O-N-E. I hope he passes your test. P.S. That story on Ricky, believe it or not, made the front page on Yahoo this morning and is still a story on Yahoo's sports page. George has been to the urge himself, it says. LOL. Oh, God. That would be like Coach Soprano had a wild bowel movement this morning. Woke up at 3:30 in the morning and had wicked diarrhea. You know, that's a story. That's a news story. Ricky had the urge.
It's hysterical.
It is pathetic. Sehr tragique. Anyway, sehr getragisch. Joe Girard says, it sounds like the poll for today includes only solo artists. In that case, I would suggest Judy Garland for The Wizard of Oz. By the way, Charo is the name of that Elvis movie. I Googled it.
Wow.
I never heard of it. 1969. Charo. If you include groups, I would say Beatles for A Hard Day's Night. No. You go along with that?
No.
No. Judy Garland, Wizard of Oz. Somewhere over. Okay, Scott says this is hilarious. Now, it's interesting that everybody who emails me different stuff, jokes and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is the funniest one ever. And then you read it and like, what? Oh, my God. This is a good one given the state of the economy these days. Subject investments, best investments. If you had purchased $1,000 worth of shares in Delta Airlines a year ago, you'd have $49 today. If you'd purchased $1,000 shares in AIG a year ago, you'd have $33 today. If you had purchased 1,000 shares of Lehman Brothers a year ago, you'll have nothing today. But if you'd purchased $1,000 worth of beer a year ago, drank all the beer, then turned in the aluminum cans for recycling refund, you'd have received $214. Based on the above, the current best investment plan is to drink heavily and recycle. It's called the 401 keg. A recent study found that the average American walks about 900 miles a year. Another study found that Americans drink on average 22 gallons of booze a year. That means on average Americans get about 41 miles to the gallon. Makes you proud to be an American. Says, this is hilarious. That's what Scott said. Did you think it was hilarious?
No.
Did you think it was like amusing even?
No.
What about you, Chris? Did you think it was hilarious?
No.
Did it amuse you?
A
No.
little.
Was it... It did?
Barely.
Didn't amuse me at all. Pretty weak, Scott. Weak material. Weak. Really weak. But keep plugging away. Let's see if we got anything in there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the quarter slot guy just keeps sending it. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? I keep deleting it. Not even interested. Oh, and this guy. Please promote the dogstagforkids.com, Neil. Please promote it. It's a totally non-profit organization that produces, at no cost to soldiers, dog tags for them to send home to their kids so they can have that special spiritual connection with their parents across the ocean. Oh, it's supported by the VFW. That kind of sours me right off the bat. Don says, please, Neil and George, a word would mean so much for so many. Dogtagsforkids.com. I'm clicking on the link that he put on here, okay, and seeing what it is.
All right.
And you know what?
What?
It's not doing anything. It's not going anywhere. It's not doing anything. Well, there you go. You got your word. In fact, it just froze up my computer. Oh, there we go. No, you're right. I'm not patient enough. There it is. Dogtagsforkids.com. And it's got some picture of some little kid. And it's got some soldier here with two little kids. There you go. There you go, Don. No extra charge. Delete. Okay. Oh, now I can't get back to my damn... Jesus, there we go. Too much heavy-duty work. This is too much like work, this email. Neil at neilrogers.com, by the way. And if you're waiting for phone calls, don't hold your breath. That's my best suggestion.
For your home, or the loans you need to buy a car, or send your children to college.
Barack is in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Pretty heavy-duty about the way he's opening up these gigantic polls. They must realize that McCain is a doddering fool, and they're just waiting for tomorrow night for Sarah. Oh, speaking of tomorrow night, Brent Podolsky on the Smirking Chimp's got a column here. It's short. It's good. Perhaps if Sarah Palin does not drool and fall unconscious during the debate, the media will credit her with a good performance. Then again, maybe not. Then again, maybe she'll babble incoherently with ridiculous bromides that don't make sense, which is what happened in the few interviews she's given. McCain should have chosen Tina Fey for vice president. What's truly amazing is that Fey's brilliant spoofs of Palin use her exact words as comedy. John McCain made the blunder of the century picking somebody he didn't even know, whose knowledge base falls below that of freshman members of Congress on simple issues, let alone hard issues. Her mumbling and bumbling about how her national security experience with Alaska close to Russia was weird, incoherent, and ridiculous. Her mumbling and bumbling about the economic crisis was a jumble of cliches and talking points that didn't fit together or even make minimal sense. She sounded like the village idiot, even on 100% predictable and easy questions. To be devastated by Katie Couric is ridiculous. And somebody in her position can't afford to be made to look ridiculous. My biggest concern is her repeated lie that she killed the bridge to nowhere, when it is now documented with proof positive from every source that her claim is indeed a lie. It's alarming that anyone who could succeed to the presidency would have such contempt for the truth and for voters that she keeps repeating a proven, demonstrable lie. Just what America needs in a president, right? Palin's false claims about earmarks, Palin's extreme abuse of power in Alaska followed by Nixon-like claims of executive privilege, and Rove-like vendettas and cover-ups make her a walking parody of Dick Cheney. The Sarah Palin choice was a fiasco, a mega disaster rapidly turning into a farce. This person is so manifestly unqualified and so obviously ignorant, even on major issues that have been on front pages for years, that it is nothing short of alarming that she could succeed in the presidency. Of course, the lunatic right-wing base of the Republican Party adores her, but for everyone else, from independent voters to Reagan Democrats, from high-level Republicans to a growing list of conservative commentators, the Palin choice was a ridiculous farce and a genuine danger to the nation. John McCain increasingly looks like an angry, emotional, hyper-partisan, and reckless gambler who could even be more dangerous than George Bush as president. His ridiculous intervention in the bailout talks was a farce. His claiming credit for the bill passing at the moment that it was being defeated was comic opera. The choice of Sarah Palin was a farce for his campaign and an insult to men and women alike. Amen, says Brent Podolsky on the smirkling chimp. An insult. Hockey mom from Alaska, my ass. He could have gone out to a shopping mall and just tapped some bitch on the shoulder and said, hey, you want to be my VP? And she'd have said, huh? Like that. It's just incredible. Ain't it?
It is.
Incredible. That too. How about David Bowie in The Man Who Fell to Earth, says Brian.
Hey.
You like it?
Sure. I thought he did a better job in, and now I can't think of it, the vampire movie.
The vampire movie?
Yeah. Good one.
He's got the teeth for it.
One of the few vampire movies. And now I can't think of it. I'm having a brain fart. It's because I have to go to the bathroom.
Dragula?
No. I got to go to IMDb.
That was down only 140 now. It's making a comeback.
The Hunger.
Are you gonna Google it?
The Hunger.
IMDb it?
The Hunger.
The Hunger?
The Hunger. With Susan Sarandon and Catherine Deneuve.
The Humper?
The biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
Warren Sapp brings it every Friday from 5 to 5:30 with the Mad Dog Jim Nandich, a part of Football Friday. All right.
Here on Sports Radio 560
QAM. Where football always matters.
Hey, this is Dan Marino. Join me every Monday morning from 8 to 9 with the Big Dog.
The Saxon Business Systems Dan Marino Show.
Monday mornings, 8 to 9. Sports Radio 560 QAM, where football always matters.
I'd like a nice skim, no-whiff latte.
Hey, you're the Red Defender, right?
Yes.
I saw you in the paper. You saved a runaway train.
That's right.
So shouldn't you be out saving something?
I already stopped a bank heist this morning.
Evil doesn't take a break.
Can I sit down for a second?
Hey, dial back the caffeine, man.
Saving the world isn't easy. Saving a life is. 1 pint of blood can save up to 3 lives. Go to bloodsaves.com. A public service message brought to you by the Ad Council.
Okay. Look at those numbers. Woo! Look at those numbers. Yeah. Can you believe we get paid to do this? It's only Monday. It's only Monday.
Excited about what you do? Well, pass it on. As a Junior Achievement volunteer, you can bring your enthusiasm to the classroom and give a few kids a little something extra to get excited about their future. Share a little something of yourself. Be a JA volunteer.
For information on how you can get involved, log on to ja.org.
Place your hand on your heart. Measure the beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how long it takes to protect your child's life. 5 heartbeats. That's how long it takes to learn about the dangers of pesticides that could be found in your child's classroom. Asthma, lower IQ scores, and cancer have all been linked to prolonged exposure to these toxins. But if you knew there were toxin-free alternatives to pesticides, if you knew you had a voice regarding their use, if you knew you could take action that would make your child's classroom safe today, wouldn't you do something? In a heartbeat. Log on to earthshare.org today and find out how you can help. A public service message brought to you by Earthshare and the Ad Council.
If you miss the Big O Show, then you miss.
Steve Young joining us here on the Metro PCS Sports Line.
Coach Parcells decides those bigger issues, and I think he likes Penny. But we'll see how that plays out. But I agree with you. Chad Penny can come in, give them stability. There's no reason why Miami doesn't get off their back this year. So you really do need to find a quarterback that can get you off your back. I think you have that guy.
Tune into the Big O, Orlando Alzagari. Afternoons 2 to 4. Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Log on to WQAM.com for your chance to win $1,000. It's Air Around the Clock. Beat the Broadcasters featuring Joe Rose. Make your picks weekly throughout the season for your chance at the $1,000 grand prize from Air Around the Clock. Play fantasy football online at WQAM.com for your chance to win $500. The Big O is hosting QAM's fantasy football game delivered by Papa John's. Set your roster weekly. The highest one-week score over the course of the season wins the $500 grand prize from Papa John's and Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The biggest names.
The best talent.
Here's Dan Marino.
You don't want bitches on your team.
There are no complainers. There's no bitches. They guys go out there and work.
When was the last time a coach said, you know what's nice about this team? I don't have any bitches on this team. I got nice, hardworking guys. No bitches.
It's the Big Dog, Joe Rose. Weekday morning, 7 to 10.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader. The biggest names.
The best talent.
It's the Big O. Orlando Alzagari. Mornings 5 to 7.
Sports Radio 560
QAM. The sports leader.
Hello. Neil. I think we're experiencing some technical difficulties. And George is not currently here right now, so this should be fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could offer only one tip for the future, act strange, and people will leave you alone. The rest of my advice has no basis more reliable than my own meandering experience. Put a slinky around your neck and try to walk downstairs backwards head first. Sit naked in a large bowl of Rice Krispies and sing Feelings while the kernels go snap, crackle, and pop. Go up to a ticket booth and try to stick your head through the hole where they say how much. Lick a stranger. Tell them you're from Bosnia and your country. It's a sign of respect. Take lots of pills. One of them might work. Occasionally ask a stranger if they've heard anything from Lewis. Be annoying. During an IRS audit, staple the guy's hand to his desk. Moon a funeral. Play go fetch with a seeing-eye dog while he's working. Run naked through a mall yelling, "Killer bees! Killer bees!" Say the word titty without smiling. Try to figure out who said Pauly Shore should star in movies. Don't be surprised if it's the same guy who said John Gacy should work with kids. Ask an old lady if you can carry her groceries, then try to make a run for it. Disappear for great lengths of time. Try to touch your forehead with your tongue. It may not work, but many women will appreciate the effort. At a high school reunion, tell your old English teacher that your dog's still eating your homework. Ask Mark McGuire if he'll take $1 million for one of his balls. Try to find the secret to Carrot Top's success. Understand your conception was an accident, that your parents got wasted and wanted a few more laughs before they passed out. Try not to lose your finger in your nose. Pick up Bob Costas and toss him on the lawn next door. Go on a car trip with Bob Costas and force him to stay in his car
seat. Okay, what's the story? I'm hearing you now. You hear me? No.
Ask all your friends and family for forgiveness.
Are you there now?
Yes.
Okay, there you are.
Oh.
Yeah, when as we were coming out of the break, all we were getting from you was bips and boops.
Really?
Yep,
Bips
so
and
that's
boops?
why, we just did a quick reset over here. I sent you a fax.
I'll be damned. And George is on the crapper. I called him. He's in there doing another Joyce.
Correct. But we're back now.
Well, I got to. That's okay. Is George back, or is he still joicing?
No, he's still joicing.
He's rejoicing, huh? Let us rejoice. That was kind of scary. Come out of the rig, and all of a sudden I hear you playing some bizarre, and I'm screaming.
Yeah, and all I hear is like that. Yep.
Sounds like sabotage to me. Let's see. Here's a fax. We are not hearing anything from you. We're resetting the connection. Is that from you?
Correct.
Oh, don't leave long pauses like that, you idiot. God.
I went to go close the door.
Don't close the door. Just sit there until Jorge comes back.
Well, we're all good now, hopefully.
Jesus. Yeah, I know, Brandon. Leave me alone. We got issues, as usual. We got QAM technical issues. Everything is fine on this end. It wasn't here.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Because when we looked at the connection here, everything looked fine. And Seth's he's like, well, is he talking? Because I'm not seeing anything coming from him. I go, dude, all we're hearing is like bips and beeps from him. He's like, well, I was like, reset the connection. He's like, well, does he know what we're going to do? I go, I don't care. Just reset the thing. I'm telling you now. And there it is. It was on your end. Somebody's in there farting around. Probably Joe Bell. Joe Bell went engineering and farted. Bad. Oh, George is back, huh?
You know, I told you. I thought that I had 2 on deck earlier on.
2 on deck?
Yeah. So Hank just says. Goldberg.
Hank
Goldberg's in the building.
Yeah.
He's in the bullpen talking to people. Don't ask me about what, because I was like running.
Is he coming back?
Running past the bullpen. I said, don't ask me about what, because I was running past the bullpen. But he said, hey, George, he's going to be in Toronto this weekend.
Really?
So before he gets out of the building, why don't I get his particulars? Maybe he wants to talk to you.
Yeah, that would be nice. Maybe we can go have lunch. He can buy me lunch.
For a change? Somebody else buying you lunch?
Yeah, that's right. He can buy me, and we'll get Rimmer to come up, too.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. So how's the humper looking?
He looks fine.
What's he doing in the building?
I don't know. I ran past, that's not an expression. I was in full run when I ran past.
You had the runs?
Well.
I thought I smelled it when I called you.
Let's not go into that.
Too deeply?
No, I don't, but...
Chuck says, how about Olivia Newton-John and ELO in the movie Xanadu? Oh, boy. These people are...
How about John Travolta?
Yeah, there you go.
Speaking of singers.
Oh, yeah, Echmer, a singer.
You're going to make me play his music now.
Here's one that says, damn, you're right, Neil. Maddo is trying to be Keith. No kidding. She wants to be Keith Olbermann Light or Keith Olbermann Dark or whatever she wants to be. She blows. I try watching her because I watch Olbermann most every night if I'm home. And I leave it on and I just, I look and I think, how come like a little bit of lipstick and put some lipstick on that pig and maybe some nail polish, Maybe your hands wouldn't look so manly if she had like a little nail polish.
Maybe she could wear white gloves.
Well, what is that all about? Is that the pasty dyke look? What is that?
I don't know.
I mean, we already know she's out of the closet. That's fine. Congratulations, you're a dyke. You're wonderful. But, I mean, you have to, like, go overboard to prove it? We believe you. Here's one from Rick, who says, I love the new email format for the show. It keeps the ass clowns off the air. I really did like the old format of taking calls screenless. I can't stand when talk shows screen the phone calls. I can't either. It seems like all the other talk shows, local and national, only let the same 10 callers on here every day. That's right. First they let them identify themselves, and then you know that they know who the caller. Oh, I haven't heard from you in a long time, Eddie, from Nina Menasha, Wisconsin. Oh, and Larry King. Who the hell did he have on a couple nights ago? Waukesha, Wisconsin. Waukesha. He called it Waukesha, Wisconsin. Hey, Larry, you're an idiot.
Uh-huh.
Then the show becomes more about them instead of the host of today's topic. That's right, because callers to talk shows want to be the center of attention. They want to be the stars.
Mm-hmm. One of the characters.
I'm your friend. Like that. I mean, how many times a week can you Richie from Boar's Head, Stormcat, or Mark the Jets fan call the damn radio station? It's a shame that a couple of jobless crazy people, Ron and Dumba, ruined the great thing you guys had. No, it wasn't great. Poll suggestion. Who is the mole from 790 The Ticket at QAM? Josh D., Zach K., the sales manager, Joe Bell, and Miguel.
All of these things.
It says everybody across the street loves him. Payback is a bitch. Oh, this has got to be from across the street.
I reckon.
Yeah. Well, good luck to you. You'll need it. You think we got Soros, which we do. Rudy says, man, I love your poll, but you neglected Paul McCartney or John Lennon. How about Bob Marley? Oh, that was for the greatest voice, the beautiful voice. Too late. Too late. Oh, yeah, these must be old. These must be from when I still had the yesterday's poll up there. Hey, Neil, you need to add Amy Lee from Evanescence to the pool. Also, Terry Bozzio from Berlin. What is it? I can't read it.
Missing Persons.
No.
Well, that's the group that Terry Bozzio is in.
Well, that's not what he's got here.
Okay.
Berlin?
Well, Terry Bozzio is the drummer. It's Dale that's the singer. Terry Nunn from Berlin. Terry Nunn.
He's got Terry Bozzio from Berlin.
Well, they're confused.
Two of the most beautiful voices ever, also very hot looking. Another thing, Julio Iglesias and Luis Perales will bury Luis Miguel where he stands. Who the hell's Luis Perales?
I don't know.
And Julio Iglesias sucks. Much better vocals and way better songs. In closing, calls, we want calls. Oh, yeah, figures. You seem like the kind of moron that wants to hear Chamba.
The biggest names.
We'll give Chamba your number, Jesse.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
Neil Rogers.
George Michael screwed up again. Arrested for pot and cocaine. The bearded freak has lost his brain. He's always on the bloody train. If not drugs, then it is men who he pays to do dirty things in bathroom stalls with ding-a-lings. That's the way that he swings. He can't help himself, 'cause despite his wealth, he acts like a thug out on the street. Wants us to forgive. He's self-destructive. He smokes more marijuana than a whole damn Navy fleet. And it happened once again. He could wind up in the pen. He'll be surrounded by men. He could go away for 5 to 10. Georgie, you're popping your clonazepam, followed by 2 diazepam, just like when you were in Wham. Georgie just keeps firing up his phone, even though he knows it is wrong, just like his polka dotted thong. Always in trouble, the guy with stubble. If he's not careful, he'll wind up dead. He needs a brother or one good lover to keep him off the junk, so he is not a big cokehead. But he fires up his bones, even though he knows it's wrong, just like his polka dotted thong. That's the end of our song.
11:46, 14 till noon at WQAM. Now, interestingly, I've got a I just don't believe it.
A hangout?
No, I got an email here from the Humper.
Okay.
Well, why would he be sending an email when he's in the building?
He wouldn't be. So it's obviously not him. And you're going to be getting lots of emails from lots of famous people, probably even the ones that have died.
Hope things are going well. I've been listening in recently, and you sound great. I'm so happy to be out of that rat-infested, bug-infested WQAM building. You have no idea. Be good, Uncle Neil, says Hank allegedly. The fake Hank Goldberg.
Mm-hmm. I did give him...
What?
I did give him your cell number. He said he would call you.
Really?
Yes.
Well, excellent.
He's not here for a job. He's going to be in Toronto for a racing thing.
Yeah.
Some sort of horse racing thing, and he'll call you.
I can meet him at Woodbine.
Aye.
Well, that's where he'll be if it's for a horse racing thing. He'll be at Woodbine. I had the 2 over the 6, 7, 8, and the 8 horse broke, and the 6 fell down on the track, and the driver went rolling under the infield. Vicky says, just a quick suggestion for the poll. Bette Midler in the Rose, says Vicky. What do you think?
Okay, sure, absolutely. I think she won an award or something.
Robin says, how about Cher in Moonstruck? What was that other movie Cher was in with the kid with a disfigured face?
Mask.
Mask? You want to put that on there, too?
If you wish. I don't care.
Cher, no?
Whatever. She's a fine actress, Cher.
Oh. Not a fine singer, but...
You're going to make me play some Cher music.
No, don't do it.
I'm gonna.
Now, let's see. Here's a guy well, everybody's got a thing, but Mark in Miami is right. He says, who's doing the names on the poll today? Fat Chris. Dwight Yoakam is spelled incorrectly, and Boogie Nights is spelled Boogie with an EY instead of an IE.
All right, those weren't me, though.
Oh, that was Eric. Oh, no, that was Eric just copying off whoever, that's Sean in Hollywood, who's illiterate. But don't knock it. Sean gave us 2 good polls for 2 days. Thanks, Sean, even if you're illiterate. And Mark says Jared Leto should not be on the poll. He's an actor who is now singing, not a singer who began acting. Excellent point.
Nitpicky.
No, People
don't know how long Jared Leto has been in, into music. He could have been in a band his whole life and just now getting popular.
Was he one of the boys in the band?
Maybe.
Eat a sandwich, Jared. You look awfully skinny. Awfully slim. Oh, Palin. You people who send me this stuff, these links, just jam it. Save it. Save it. Oh, God. Here's one. I'm going to print this out. Seriously, the stuff, I mean, the calls, we know what they are. They're crap. It's the same four people over and over again spewing crap. But the stuff that comes out on here, like the thing about the play-by-play. Oh, don't be so modest, Neil. You were the greatest play-by-play broadcaster when you did the hurricanes. Yeah, right. Get a freaking life already, will you please? Get a life. Enough of the sucking already. God. It's one thing I'll say about King, as much as I just can't stand his butt-sucking routine, is that when they call up his show and they give that song and dance, oh, hi, whoever the guest is, you know, I just love you. Hey, what's the question? Which he's got a good point. Quit kissing ass and just ask the question. It's boring. It's time-wasting and it's boring. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I just love your show. First-time listener, long-time caller. Because like I said yesterday, and I'll say it again, most people are pretty dumb. Dumb. Here's the one that got me going. Neil, if you were to go to another radio organization, where would you be willing to go? Or a something circus at the Q? Would you just walk away from the biz? I can't. Or after something circus at the Q. Well, what does that mean?
I don't even know.
Should I go back to it? Is it worth it? No. Just mentioning and curious. Please leave the callers off. They all come from the same mother and don't even know it. Greg, listen every day. Oh, would I be willing to go to another? I'm not going anywhere, okay? I'm here. I'm here. Such as it is. How come this printed out 3 times?
Man, you hit it 3 times?
I don't know what you're talking about, Greg. You make no sense. You're like, mumbo, jumbo, gumbo. Dumbo. Dave says, how about Levon Helm, drummer from the band, and Coal Miner's Daughter?
He was in movies?
Coal Miner's Daughter.
Okay, there you go.
No. And although not for this poll, see, this is the kind of stuff I get. It just, I don't know whether to laugh or cry or put my head between my knees and just squish it. Not for this poll, a performance I'll never forget was seeing Liberace starring in the 60s Batman TV show as twin brothers, one good, one bad. It was really something, Dave said. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Remember it?
Mm-hmm.
Danny Williams says, I wonder if Danny is from Hawaii 5. Oh! Wasn't that his name, Dano?
Dano?
Book him, Dano. Danny Williams.
That's right.
Danny says, long time, first time. I think the beautiful male voice characteristics differ from a beautiful female voice. The poll should have been separated, male and female. No. Please use a combo. Here's the best part. Please use a combo of live calls and emails to give this show a good, well-rounded appeal. Love the show, Danny. Oh.
Anything else, Danny?
Yeah, anything else we can do for you, Danny? Any other instructions? Which hand should I wipe with, Danny, my right or my left? And where should I stick the used paper, Danny? How about in your face? God, love the show, but try to take a well-rounded combo of calls and emails. Well-rounded combo of calls. Please. I need help. I don't know what program these people are listening to. I have no idea what they've been listening to for weeks and days and months. I don't know. There are no calls. There are only idiots. Brian says, don't kill me, but I'll vote for Robin Zander, lead singer of Cheap Trick. Oh, that was, I guess, the beautiful voice. Too late.
All right.
And then Brian says, with all the news these last few weeks, how can any halfway intelligent person still vote for the McCain-Palin ticket? Well, halfway intelligent doesn't even come close. They can't. You want to take a look at the poll as it is? Maybe this isn't such a good poll. Not as good as the one yesterday. about the beautiful voice. The Dow is down just 103 points now. It's making a little bit of a comeback. It's sliding back to maybe under 100. And, of course, the Senate's going to vote tonight on the bailout. When in doubt, bail us out. 224 votes on the poll. What was the best acting performance by a singer? Not the best singing performance by an actor. We could do that, though.
All right.
The best singing performance by an actor. Anyway, right off the bat, right from the top, it makes no sense because Sean has got two of them on here for Frank Sinatra. From Here to Eternity and Manchurian Candidate, 46. There's two different movies, two different performances.
Mm-hmm.
Sean. Mark Wahlberg, Boogie Nights, which now is spelled correctly. Nice going, Eric, 31. Dwight Yoakam, Sling Blade, 18. Spelled wrong, I believe. But Ludacris, Crash, 17. Neil Diamond, The Jazz Singer, Late Edition, 13. On Rosh Hashanah, no less. Ice Cube, Boys in the Hood, 13. Queen Latifah, Chicago, 11. Jared Leto, Requiem for a Dream, 10. He was a singer who was an actor before he was a singer, before he was... Burl Ives, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, 9. Harry Connick Jr., Copycat, 8. Elvis for Charro, 8. Get off of there, Brandon. I'm trying to read the damn poll. Go away. Yeah, Michael Jackson in The Wiz. Get out of here. Eminem, 8 Mile, 7. Tina Turner, Beyond Thunderdome, 6. Liza Minnelli, Arthur, 6. What was that horrible movie with James Woods? Videodrome.
Oh, with Liza Minnelli?
Is that... What?
With Liza Minnelli.
Liza Minnelli with Arthur, 6. No, I was just thinking about James Woods, how bad he is. Madonna with Dick Tracy, 6. Barbara Streisand, What's Up, Doc, 5. Al Martino and The Godfather, 4. David Bowie, The Man Who Fell to Earth, 2. Madonna. Shira Moonstruck, 1. Bette Midler, The Rose, 1. Diana Ross, Mahogany, 1. Jerry Reed, The Survivors, 1. And Chris Christopherson, Heaven's Gate. Chris Christopherson has got one, although we don't want to see it.
The biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
Right. The biggest names, the best talent. You're listening to Sports Radio 560 WQAM. Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Well, it be the 12 to 1 hour on WQAM.
I'm so old, my friend. Another birthday's come around, my friend. I celebrate by sitting around toking with my friends, and I can't wait to roll another one again. Yes, I'm old, my friend, but it's that wacky cannabis, my friend. The summer makes old Willie feel so young again, and I can't wait to roll another one again. I'm so old, my friend, but I still like the weed that sets me sideways. I grow Mexican, it's planted right out back beside my driveway, doing it my way. Yes, I'm old, my friend, but I can turn my brain to toast again. So grab a bong and torch a fat one up, my friend, and I can't wait to roll another one again. No, I can't wait for another birthday again.
All right. Now, let me see. What does the poll say?
You going to try this again?
Well, no, because they're saying Cher didn't sing in those movies, and she was this and yada, yada, yada.
She didn't sing in those movies. I didn't think that was a requirement. Most of these people didn't sing in the movies.
What was the best acting performance by a singer? We're not asking who sang the best in a movie. What was the best acting performance by a singer is the poll question, you simpletons. Jesus, God almighty. Oh. Seriously, I wish you could see some of the stuff that comes in on here. And
oh, what do you mean you wish I could see?
Well, that's right.
You've been reading it for years.
Oh. Jennifer Hudson and Dreamgirls, somebody says.
Okay.
Justin Tinkerbell and Alphabet. No.
Here we go. Hey, name a singer who was in a movie.
That's right. I was just going to say that. Name a singer who was in a movie. That's what they're saying. Not the best acting performance by a singer. Just name a singer. How about Frankie Avalon in Beach Blanket Bingo?
There you go. Right. Pick a beach movie.
Sure liked Frankie Avalon. He was running around naked in all those Beach Blanket movies. Oh, yeah, with Annette Funicello.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. He was a cutesy. He couldn't sing worth a crap. Hey, Weenus. Remember that song, Weenus?
Yep.
What else did Frankie Avalon do? You got Frankie Avalon in your pile there?
You know it, all of it. You name it, I'll play it.
Venus by Frankie Avalon. And then there's Venus by Shocking Blue, which is a little bit better.
It's different.
Yeah, it's rocky rolling, as opposed to Venus. They peanut Venus. You got it?
Yeah, I'm trying to fire it off. It's slow. There we go.
There we go. Frankie Avalon, man. He looked pretty good with his clothes off. He couldn't sing a lick, but he sure could lick it, is what I understand. God, that was as tight as... Even Ricky Ticky couldn't have talked that one up better.
Well, here, do this one.
Oh, I don't know what the name of that is.
Why?
What? Why? Oh, you beat me to it.
I'll never
Still.
let you go.
Yeah, still got it.
Why? Because I love you.
Oh, did he sing or what, huh?
No.
He was no Tab Hunter, though. That's what Tony Perkins said. All right, can I get back to my show here or what? Are you going to keep playing this damn music? What else did he have? That was it.
That's it.
Yes, and that was it. That was a medley of his smash. Frankie Avalon. Boy, he sure looked good naked. Anyway, Liz says, I'm so glad you switched from phones to email. Brilliant. It raises the level of conversation tremendously. That's right, because we're not talking to morons, just amongst us three morons. Well, Chris, of course, Fat Chris, you don't have much to say.
Yeah, well, you know.
Keep it that way. Don't start getting the idea that I want you to like Flea, you know. Oh, Flea, Friday, Flea is going to be on with George.
Yep.
Now, they know that I'm not going to be on Friday?
Hey, Neil's not going to be here Friday.
I got issues on Friday. I got things I have to take care of.
All
Taking a personal day. I got issues I got to deal with.
I'll fire off an email right now.
And all kinds of stuff going on. Here's one for the poll. Eddie Murphy in Dreamgirls. I liked all of the actors, singers in that film. Jennifer Hudson and Beyonce were also great. Thanks a million for all the many years of enjoyment. Much love to you and George, says Liz. Thanks, Liz.
Thanks, Liz.
Eddie Murphy in Dreamgirls. You want to put him on there? He bugs me.
Can we really call him a singer, though?
Just because he cut a record? Listen, whatever. I don't care.
No, don't put him on there. You're right. Sorry, Liz. He bugged me when he got to the point where he decided he was a singer. He was an actor, he was a comedian, he was a singer, and everybody said, "Feh, enough already with him." That's what they said, "Feh." On Rosh Hashanah, no less, they said, "Feh." Genug. Here's an interesting poll idea from Becky. Boy, we sure got a lot of ladies on the emails as opposed to on the phone. Thank God for that. We got a few lady listeners out there, 10 or 20. Don't know if you've done this one before, and I'm sure we have not. Who's the movie psycho bitch that you were most happy to see die? Glenn Close in Fatal Attraction. This is the list she's got so far. Piper Laurie, the crazy mom in Carrie. They're all going to laugh at you, is the line.
Right.
Mrs. Voorhees, Jason's mom in Friday the 13th. Evelyn Draper, played by Jessica Walters, Clint Eastwood's stalker in Play Misty for me. It's my personal favorite, she says, who I would have killed myself, Becky says. Evelyn. Remember Evelyn?
Sure do.
Faye Dunaway, Joan Crawford, and Mommy Dearest. What about, what's her name that played what the hell is that movie? Where the Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
Oh, Rebecca De Mornay.
Rebecca De Mornay, who looked just like Swillery on a good day. Now, did she die in the end? I don't remember. I mean, I don't want to spoil movie endings for you, but that one's so old anyway.
Yeah, I think that's what happened, but I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
Now, who else was in that movie? Because I remember the wife, she had that asthma attack, and she hit all her inhalers, and she was like, like on the porch where she passed out.
I forget that bitch's name. Mercedes Rule or something like that? I don't know.
Who?
I'm going to look it up.
Mercedes McCambridge?
Yeah.
She wasn't that old.
Chris is looking it up.
Thanks, Becky. It's a good poll. Your loyal Lesbo archive listener. Oh, we got a Lesbo out there. I hope she's not as manly
Annabella
as...
Sciorra.
Oh, okay.
Who?
Annabella Sciorra.
See, all the lesbians are going to be pissed off at me because I'm knocking Rachel Maddow. I don't care if she's a dyke or what she is. I just don't like her show. She's a very weak imitation of Keith Olbermann.
But Joe Biden...
Oh, we missed the part where Lloyd Benson said, John Kennedy was a friend of mine. You're no John Kennedy, to Dan Quayle. And Quayle had that PO'd look on his face like he didn't know whether to scream or swallow a banana. Remember that, Lloyd Benson? He's dead.
Who?
Lloyd Benson. No relation to Robbie Benson. Somebody suggested Robbie Benson for the poll. Robbie Benson was a singer. I mean, I know he was like in a band or something, but Echmer, a singer, Robbie Benson. They just don't get it. In One-on-One, that was a great acting performance. School supplies. I mean, yeah, he was cutesy. The only problem, he was 86. He looked like he was 15. Granted, she was practically playing herself, a drug-addicted bisexual slut, but Courtney Love was excellent in The People vs. Larry Flint. You want to put that on there?
I've heard this, actually, yes.
Courtney Love. You never saw the movie, The People vs. Larry Flint?
Not the whole thing.
It's good. Also, Diana Ross's best performance was not a Mahogany, but as Billie Holiday in Lady Sings the Blues. Too late to change that. No, we can add it. We don't have to change it. We can add it. You can have more than one. Like Sinatra, he's got two, but he's got them on there like the same. You might as well add Charlie Chaplin and the Kid. Yeah, right. This Jorge Hernandez guy is really bugging me. Go out and do some investigations, okay, and get off my damn email. Dawsonville, Georgia. Yeah, likely story. On and on. J-Lo in Money Train.
Okay.
No. Marty says, I read Michael Moore's article, wrote a letter to my congressman to vote no on the bailout. Attaboy, Marty. Keep you off the street. Keep you busy. Jorge Hernandez again. I'm just deleting his stuff. Too many emails. He's the Willie Nelson guy. I played that just for him, just to aggravate him. Hello, Neil. This is Joe Bell. Tell George that his pay is also doubled, but Chris is gone. These changes begin at noon today. Oh, excellent. I wasn't a fan of Dean Martin, but he was excellent in this movie. I don't know how the hell that happened. In what movie? Oh, The Young Lions. Dean Martin, The Young Lions. You want to put it on there? Go ahead. I don't care. Put them all on there.
Right.
Just for your information, Debbie Harry from Blondie was a singer who was the slut in Videodrome. Definitely not my submission for the poll, says Joe. Thanks, Joe D'Agiola. Get a check.
I knew that, and I'm a big fan of Debbie Harry, but I didn't recommend that.
Well, thank God. Julie Andrews and Mary Poppins. Oh, yeah, great acting performance, Oh, here we go. To arrange an interview with Amy or David Ridenour or Reese Epstein, contact Judy Kent, Public Relations. Oh, yeah. See, that's another bunch of stuff I'm getting now. They think that we want guests on the show. Yeah. Oh, you remember the one I read a few days ago? You're going to love so-and-so on your show, and just contact me, and we'll set up the interview. How about Jerk Street? Let's get him on and rip him an ass. Say, did you have to practice to be such an a-hole and have such a lack of knowledge of what you're talking about? Did you practice every day in being a jerk? He's just trying to live up to his name, I guess.
The biggest names.
Jerk. Idiotic.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
The biggest names. The best talent.
It's the Mad Dog.
Jim Mandich. Afternoons, 4 to 7.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
Holy Mackinac! This is Joe Bowen, the voice of the Toronto Maple Leafs, and you're listening to the Hockey Authority, Neil Gott.
Wait till you hear what they say. It's all next on Larry King Live. Our next guest was born a boy, but learned at a very young age that things weren't as they seemed. Clay Aiken is our special guest.
Do you think generally the gay life is more accepted?
Yeah, and I'm pretty good at hiding it, I think.
What? Come on.
Well, I don't really have too much control over that. I'm kind of
You get it in the mall in North Carolina, too?
I get it everywhere.
Now, let's take a call. Independence, Missouri. Hello.
Clay, I've been a fan for a long time. Could I see your package?
Yeah.
Hung. The big one.
It is.
That looks like that's E.T.
I had no idea how big it was.
Look at this. Go take a picture.
Can we get a close-up?
Yeah.
Whoa. What's his name?
12:16 at 560 WQAM. Folks, I'll tell you, the stuff that's coming in today on these emails, I wouldn't wish it on Heinrich Himmler. I wouldn't wish it on Sarah Palin. Just a potpourri of mung. Maybe this poll is really bad. Shame on you, Sean. Think that could be it?
Could be.
Boy, like I said to Fat Chris before, don't leave these long pauses because I don't know whether we're on the air or not.
No, these days that's good. No, I'm going to try not to talk into an off microphone.
Oh.
It's my resolution for the new millennium.
Oh.
Hey, you sure as hell don't want me to leave this thing on during a break now, do you?
No, hell no.
All kinds of foul, filthy language gets used.
Well, good. And let's get that on there. It might improve the numbers. What day is it? October 17th that the summer book is coming out? That's going to be George's baby. Yep. I hope you didn't torpedo us again.
One way or another.
Here's one that says, now this is just all over the place. Your listeners, including myself, have never seen The Rose. But how about Bette Midler as the wife in Down and Out in Beverly Hills? She was great in that.
She's always great.
Yeah. Do we want to put that on there, too?
Okay.
It's up to you, Fat Chris. It all depends on how many calories you want to burn.
She's already on there for one, so aren't you just voting for the person anyways? I mean, I can have Eric change it, but...
The poll question is this. Eric doesn't need to change anything.
Bette Midler's already on there for one thing, so he would have to change it. Unless you just want to have...
You are so stupid that it just scares the hell out of me. It's just terrifying. The poll question is, what was the best acting performance by a singer? Okay, now, Sinatra, they ought to be on there separately, which would get him out of first place. That's what ought to be changed. From Here to Eternity, and then Sinatra for Manchurian Candidate. In other words, you could have the same actor, the same singer on there in 10 different movies if they were in them.
Right.
What was the best acting performance? And The Rose and Down and Out in Beverly Hills are two different movies last time I checked. Dumbo. Is he dumb or what, George?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Or Barbara Streisand playing the Shrink in The Prince of Tides. I'd vote for one of those, says LD. I'd vote for one of those. One of what?
One of those.
Yeah.
One of those over there.
Name us 100 movies that had singers.
That's right. Now you're catching on.
Yeah, that's the way the poll works. And you know something? The thing with the email is the same as the phone in that respect. They just don't get the poll question. Read it. Think about it. What was the best acting performance by a singer in a movie? James says, please add Sting for The Bride or Dune. Is that like Lorna Doone?
Sure.
And Cockamoon? You want to put either one of those on there or not?
Oh,
it's up to you.
He was in,
it's up to Chris.
He was in Dune for like 5 minutes, so maybe you should put The Bride on there.
Forget about it. Forget about it.
But he was good in The Bride.
Well, then put on Sting in The Bride. Regarding the poll, what about Whitney Houston in The Bodyguard, says Paul. Oh, Chronic Paul is back. Remember Chronic Paul who made the mistake about, what was he giving me a song to dance about? Oh, Howard Cosell, great play-by-play man. Oh, here we go. Neil, it's me, Joe Bell. For my final act of kindness toward you, I'm taking my fat ass to the roof and jumping. And you can have my money, says Jolly Joe. Thanks, Jolly Joe. But this is a different phony Jolly Joe. This is the one with the phone number. You mentioned David Bowie in your poll, but I can't believe you didn't mention his performance as Andy Warhol in the film Basquiat, says Danny. Basquiat?
Yeah, I'm aware of it, but I never watched it. I saw like 5 minutes of it. It was not for me. About some junkie.
Nicht from here?
Right.
Here's one from Gene that says, has anyone else noted that the window shutdown sound appears in that spot while the female is speaking, says Gene in Sebring. Oh, Gene, get a life, will you please?
I have no life.
Oh. The Dow is down under 100. It's only down 78 points. What a bargain. Not good? Oh, down 80 now. Should have kept my mouth shut. I gave it the old canary. Senate's going to meet tonight after sundown as soon as Jew Lieberman quits davening. Here's one that says, while I'm wholeheartedly behind Obama, we're discussing today at work about McCain's female VP pick possibilities, came up with 4 really candidates that would have given him both depth and balance. Intelligence is a given. Kay Bailey Hutchinson. Oh, Olympia Snow. Oh, what a personality she's got. I don't know her name, but I know she's a congresswoman for one of the far Midwestern states, Iowa, Wisconsin, etc. She's young, beautiful. He don't know who she is, though. Uh-huh. And the other possibility is the other New England senator, I forget her name, same basic qualities as Snow. She has a shovel nose and stutters. Oh, yeah, that would be good. Oh, yeah, he could have picked somebody out of a shopping mall, like I said, and they would have been better, more qualified, more intelligent, more articulate, and less of a gigantic tumor on his campaign. McCain. Elvis in Change of Habit. No more Elvis movies, okay? Elvis never put in a great acting performance.
Ever.
Right. Here's one. It says, I'm unemployed. I just gave my last $25 to the Obama campaign because I've concluded this is our only hope. Maybe he'll give me back my job when he gets in. How about Mac Davis in North Dallas 40? Says Greg in Melbourne. What do you say?
Okay.
Okay?
He
says okay,
fine.
Chris.
It was a fine performance.
Put it on there.
It was adequate.
Put on Frankie Lyman and the Queenagers.
Makes me want to play some Mac Davis.
Oh, don't do it. Oh, anything but that.
Oh, I know you like him so much.
I hate him. Mac Davis, he couldn't sing his way out of a Campbell soup can. Oh. Just god-awful. Another John Denver. Only at least John Denver has decency to croak.
That look in your
eye. Oh, okay, that's enough.
And it's...
Hey, Neil, how about one for the old green-toothed Cubanos, Celia Cruz and Mambo Kings? Also, you missed two of the beautiful singers on this beautiful singer poll, Teddy Pendergrass and Luther Vandross. Luther Vandross was on there. Sorry, he was on there and he's still dead. You made a mistake. Mark Anthony, El Cantante, Puerto Rican power, it says. Well, George is going to be PO'd about that. Puerto Rican power.
Yeah, whatever.
Yes. Mark Anthony. He can't sing and he can't act. Other than that, I mean, are you crazy or what? As if I have to ask. And now that's all I'm getting, basically. Just names. Names of singers who were in movies.
You knew that was going to happen.
I did?
Didn't you?
Names of singers who were in movies. Elvis. Anybody who could say Elvis gave the greatest acting performance in a movie needs mental help, needs to be taken away in a straitjacket, needs to be locked in a room with Prozac Ron. I'm your friend. Now, what was it was Clockwork Orange, where they locked him in the room with the Beethoven music blaring?
Right.
If they really would have wanted to get to him, it would have been better to just have a recording of, I'm your friend.
Oh, yeah.
That would have done it. Instead of Ludwig von. Owners of Miami Beach's Fountainbleau Hotel have put money into a new political action committee formed by two developers who want to explore bringing casino gambling to Miami.
Oh, my God.
The Committee for Critical Challenges amended its campaign report filed with the Division of Elections last week to include a $30,000 contribution from the Fountainbleau Hotel. The donation was made September 24th, the same day the Herald first asked consultants hired by the group about the committee formed by developers Art Falcone and Mark Roberts. The pair is developing the 25-acre Miami World Center in downtown Miami and has hired lawyers to write a proposed constitutional amendment allowing a casino initiative for possible placement on the 2010 ballot. Drafts of the proposed petition language obtained by the Herald called for Las Vegas-style casino gambling, including craps, keno, roulette, blackjack, and slot machines, man. Find you a good machine, man. The games could be offered at the Miami World Center location, any of 7 existing pari-mutuels in Dade or Broward, and the now dormant Hialeah racetrack, and any hotel in Miami Beach that's got over 800 lodging rooms, a designation that applies only to the Fountainbleau. Howard Carawan, the Fountainbleau's chief operating officer, said the contribution was made for consumer research to pay for a poll on voters' views on gambling in general, as well as on gambling at Indian casinos and racetracks. They talked to us about participating more, but we haven't made any decisions one way or the other, he said. He also said that the Fountainbleau's executive president, Sonny Cotty, has been spending a couple of hours a week pursuing the prospect of the gambling initiative. The revelations about the Fountainbleau's relationship with the political committee came as Falcone, Roberts, and their consultants have been aggressively trying to send a message that the committee is just an exploratory committee that will propose new ideas for Miami's city center and not intended to solely focus on gambling. They want to send a message. Joey Zaza going to send me a message? That's right. Joey Zaza. Driven by Wally Hennessy, by the way, in the 4th race.
Hit him again, Wally.
Biggest names.
The best talent.
Hey, Wally, how's it going, eh?
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
She fakes orgasms. I fake foreplay.
Coming up on the Aleph Bet Gimel Network, it's the end of the year spectacular that everyone's stressing about. Dick Clark's Hebrew New Year's Rockin' Eve. Say goodbye to 5768 and help blow the shofar off of 5769 with a cast of Jewish stars. Featuring the Borscht Belt comedy stylings of Jerry Seinfeld.
What is the deal with Rosh Hashanah? What's the rush? And who's this chick, Hashanah?
Sarah Silverman.
What? Amy Winehouse isn't Jewish? Someone should tell her face. Look at my
the Beastie Boys.
So Russia, Rosh Hashanah!
Plus David Schwimmer, Lenny Kravitz, Andy Samberg, Winona Ryder, and Adam Sandler.
Not a Jew is reaching gear. It's the Jewish New Year.
Dick Clark's Hebrew New Year's Rockin' Eve. It's gonna blow your tuchus off. What, are you going to watch something else?
No, I'm not. I'm printing something out, so just relax.
I'm fine.
You okay? Gonna be all right?
I'm cool.
Well, these emails are coming in fast and furious. Most of them are fairly useless, but nevertheless. Big Max from La Mer says, this is the second email I've gotten from that bitch. Mm-hmm. Remember Big Max?
Right, and I'm sure it's not.
Sure it is.
I'm sure it's the same person that's writing you as Hank, as Joe Bell, etc.
Well, why would somebody claim to be Big Max from La Mer?
Why would somebody claim to be Joe Bell?
Well, don't you think Joe Bell's a little bit closer to home than Big Max from La Mer?
I don't know where she is right now.
Maybe she sleeps with the fishes, like Luca Brasi. Art Garfunkel and Carnal Knowledge, she says. It says.
Okay.
No?
I didn't think it was a great performance. It was kind of flat, but whatever they say.
Kind of flat?
Sure. I mean, if they like it, great.
Tom says, Kenny Rogers, the gambler, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Case closed, says Tom. Case closed. Close my ass. Kenny Rogers, the gambler. You want to put it on there? It's up to you.
Sure.
I'm just reading.
Hey, listen, I'll throw all this
to read the emails. That's what I'm here for. They pay me the big bucks to sit here and read the emails. Now, this one is good. I like this one, even though I didn't like the individual. Tom in Tallahassee says, how great was Bing Crosby in the Bells of St. Mary's when he didn't beat up a single kid? Now, that's because he wasn't related to them. He only beat up his own kids. You want to put that in there? Bing Crosby, Bells of St. Mary's? Sure.
Why not?
That's an answer to the question. A singer and an acting performance, which evidently was a great. I don't remember. I think I saw that 100 years ago. Wasn't he like Father Flanagan or something like that? Or was that Boys Town? I don't know. Maxwell Tots, another chronic, says Paul Simon and One Trick Pony.
Okay.
And you say?
I say we should Google actors who have been in movies, cut and paste the entire list, and then and then we're done. Then we can go on to something else.
Singers.
Every singer who was ever in a movie.
Every actor who was ever in a movie.
We'll just use the Google to put every single person who ever sang and acted in their life, and then we'll just add them all on the list, and then they won't have anything to email you about.
Anne Margaret in Anything or Nothing. Give me a break. Anne Margaret, greatest acting performance. You people need help. Neil, just turned you on. I'm not sure if you mentioned Prince in Purple Rain. Oh, my God. I'm just reading these. If you want to put some of them on there, go right ahead. It's up to a Fat Chris.
Yeah, let's leave it up to
Prince
him.
Isn't going
Don't
on
ask me.
Neil, it's true and makes no sense. The QM spot to log on to WQM plays the Microsoft Windows computer shutdown theme when a commercial announcer says, log on. It's like QAM wants you to hear QM online, but you're shutting down the computer at the same. Oh, what the hell difference does it make? Talk about nitpicking, my God. Now we're nitpicking about Windows sounds. Shut off, shut on. How about shut up? Can you believe this?
Yep.
You know what it reminds me of? It's like the chat rooms where they like yell at each other and they start screaming. You could pick any topic, any article. And it starts out, somebody might make reference to something that's in the articles, and then it's obviously like the calls. It's just a bunch of chronics on that site, and then they all start screaming, oh, well, listen, knucklehead, we know you, and you're always full of crap, and whatever, having nothing to do with the topic. Oh, God almighty. This is all Sean's fault. I thought it was an okay poll. Not great. I thought it was okay. Video shows man punching girl in line at McDonald's. Well, good. Police say the suspect and the teen got into an argument about who was first in line. Thanks, Lou. Now that's more up our alley. And he's got a video there. The guy punches her out. Good. Don't be cutting in line, bitch. God, I hate that. Don't you hate people that try to cut in line? Like on the road. Like on the highway, on the Gardner Expressway here, there's a Spadina Street exit. And when people are coming downtown, for whatever reason, I mean, there aren't that many exits to downtown, but that's the one that everybody and their brother seems to get off on. And so the line is always like in the middle of the afternoon, backed up like many kilometers, eh? And then, of course, there are always the wise asses who can go zooming along and then with the idea of cutting in. instead of waiting for 35, 40 minutes for the line to clear. Nothing could be finer than to stay off of Spadina. Crappy street if there ever was one. But nevertheless. Dow is down only 28. Look at that, 19 points. It's getting back toward even, Stephen. Woo! I'm just checking oh, thank God. No items in the view. Thank God I get a little bit of a rest. Not that we don't want a lot of emails. Neil@neilrogers.com. Keep them coming. But I would say, like, it's the same thing with the phone. If you took a dozen people away from there, there'd be almost nothing left. Just the odd one here and there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Oh, the Dow is only down 13 points. Now it's down 17. As soon as I said that. As soon as they showed Tony Harris's head on CNN, the Dow went down a little bit more. Keep him off this TV, okay? Do the world a favor. Keep Tony Harris off of everybody's TV. In fact, just shut off CNN. Nuke it. 314 votes on a poll. Not setting the world on fire. How many do we have on the first one? 922? That's
He's looking.
922.
930.
930?
C.
So we got way over 1,200 vote. Tomorrow night's the big debate. Oh, my God. I'm starting to get nervous. I'm like knocking my knees together. I'm so excited about that. And all this crap about, oh, she's going to handle herself just fine. Yeah. She can see Russia from her porch with her binoculars. She's got Russia to the west and Canada to the east, so she's obviously very, very skilled at international diplomatic relations.
That's right.
Oh, my God. It's terrifying. That article I read by Brent Budowski, he had his finger right in it, way in there. And believe me, I'm guarantee it wasn't the first one. Hear the sirens? They're coming. I mentioned Sarah Palin, and all of a sudden they're ringing off the sirens here. How about those polls now that Obama's opening up a big lead? You hear them?
I hear them.
Woo! Heavy, heavy duty. I think they're coming right into the building here. Ambulance. Now, let me ask you this, since you're the expert, the computer experts, both of you. When I go to print stuff out here on the Outlook, I highlight it. Mm-hmm. Oh, God. I do the selection thing. And like lately, for whatever reason, it takes forever and a day for the damn print thing to come up. The box.
Yeah.
Sinatra and everything he did, end of story, says one. Yeah, everything is the end of the story. Yeah. Mm-hmm. End of story. My opinion's the only one that counts. How about Gene Kelly? Not sure if he's been mentioned already. Gene Kelly in what? See, that's the point. We're not asking for a name. We're asking for a performance by a singer in a movie.
I think on Friday, the poll that I'm going to take, because, you give me crap about it, but I liked it, that what poll?
Here's the poll of polls nationwide. Obama 49, McCain 44, unsure 7. Yes, go ahead.
I'm going to take a poll, and I'm just going to say which question mark, and I'm going to have all of the above or none of the above. Those are going to be the two options.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
And people can add to it.
Yeah. There's some of the worst swill coming in on the email thing that you've ever seen in your life. It was a swell idea, I'll tell you that. Here's one from Beagle Bail Bond. Oh, Larry. Oh, not Ren. Oh, I thought his name was Renfield. Larry Reinfeld. This is the one that was chronic earlier, over and over and over again. I occasionally have a life. Was I able to listen to you most of Monday morning? I sent the original on Sunday. Didn't know if you'd blocked mail over the weekend. When I did turn on the radio Monday, I heard no mention of the article. That's right. You didn't hear any mention of the article because we're not allowed to mention the unmentionable. That's why he's the unmentionable one, Larry. God. Something I thought you have mentioned all day, especially after all the problems he caused you over the years. Well, guess what? It isn't going to change my life now. It's not going to change the show. It's not going to change my life. It's history. As for sending the inquiry twice, I did via my smartphone, which isn't always so smart. I'd never registered that messages were sent. As for tracking me down, not hard. I'll give you the address if you want it. Why do I want to track you down, Larry? By the way, Lashana Tova to you. I, too, worked on a holiday. Kaslahois, Larry. That's my comment to you. Kaslahois. which some of us have already beat you to the punch.
The biggest names.
Best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Did you get my article? Did you get it? Did you see it? Did you read it?
Leader.
Grab my junior, honey.
They're Sneezy and Doritos, the head of the Gambinos. They're breaking their own credos, the Gotti family. He wears expensive attire. You cross him, you'll expire. You'll ride with the spare tire. The Gotti family. Sammy the Bull.
Dead.
Elliot Ness.
Fed.
Kenny the Nose. Teddy the Drunk. Tony the Lip.
Bled.
So if you think you are tough, there's people that you could stuff. You won't find things are so rough in the Gotti family.
Oh, no, 1 of 14 pages. Oh, no.
Stop. Cancel,
Yeah.
stop.
I'm stopping it. Well, that's what happens when you do that, highlight and selection and all that. It doesn't always work. Usually it does, and sometimes it does not. There was a story about some redneck with some poster, some sign he put on his lawn somewhere in Florida. Some really obnoxious crap about Obama. Muslin. Muslin is a half-breed Muslim. Some goofball. Leif Garrett and the Outsiders. There's the joke vote of the day for the poll. Leif Garrett, what an actor, what a singer, huh?
All of these things.
All of these things.
Some queen. Hey, all I can say to whoever sent that...
You fairy.
Right. Leif Garrett, my ass. See, we got to do something about that Sinatra thing. I don't know if Eric can change that. It's not right.
He can do anything.
Well, no, we have to put them on there separately. Frank Sinatra, From Here to Eternity, is one, and In Manchurian Candidate is another. The poll is, what was the best acting performance by a singer? Not what singer was the best actor or actress. Jesus, God Almighty.
Hey, it's whatever they want it to be, man.
Well, it ain't. 327 votes on the poll. Let me look back. I'm sure that, Eric doesn't make those things up. When I sent him the thing, let me see. Let me take a puke at it. Because, here it is. Yeah, Frank Sinatra, and Sean's got them both on there. Here to Eternity and Manchurian Candidate. You can't even answer your own poll, Sean. It's a good poll. But you don't even understand your own poll. They have to be separate because they're two separate movies and two separate acting performances. You silly person, you. God. Anyway, Sinatra's got 59 for the two movies. Mark Wahlberg, Boogie Nights, 40. Ice Cube, Boys in the Hood, 21. Dwight Yoakam, Sling Blade, 20. Ludacris for Crash, 20. Neil Diamond, the jazz singer, 17. Jared Leto, Requiem for a Dream, is up to 13. Queen Latifah, Chicago, 13. Sharon Moonstruck, 12. Burl Ives, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, 12. Burl Ives, Big and Fat and Dead. Eminem, 8 Mile, 12. Bette Midler, The Rose, 11. Elvis Presley, Charro, 11. That's just silly. It's got 11 votes. Well, he was a great actor,
Oh, yeah.
Harry Connick Jr., Copycat, 10. Al Martino, The Godfather, 9. Tina Turner, Beyond Thunderdome, 9. Diana Ross, Mahogany, 6. Liza Minnelli for Arthur, 6. Madonna, Dick Tracy, 6. Barbara Streisand, What's Up, Doc, 6. David Bowie, The Man Who Fell to Earth, 4. Mac Davis, North Dallas, 42. Dean Martin, The Young Lions, 2. Courtney Love, People vs. Larry Flint, 2. Jennifer Hudson, Dreamgirls, 2. Jerry Reed, The Survivors, got up here. Kenny Rogers, The Gamblers, got 1. Sting and the Bride, 1. Bette Midler, Down Out in Beverly Hills, 1. Chris Christopherson, Heaven's Gate, 1. And none yet for Bing Crosby, The Bells of St. Mary's, or Art Garfunkel for Carnal Knowledge.
Eric would like to know what you wanted to do with the votes for Frank Sinatra.
Oh. Well, just leave it the way it is.
Leave him on. Leave him on.
That's a movie I just cannot get out of my mind. The Godfather is not... The Godfather, it's not a question of getting it out of your mind. It's a part of you.
Right.
Am I right?
Yep.
It's like embedded in your brain. All the dialogue, all the scenes, all the acting.
You can act like a man. What's the matter with you?
But Network, it's like the message, I don't think there was any message in The Godfather. What was the message? That even the mafia, even they have families?
No, it wasn't preaching or trying to make a point.
No.
It says, here's some stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Here's a bunch of stuff. And if you don't like it, bada bing.
Yeah.
But Network had a very definitive message. I'll tell you one thing. Talk about being ahead of your time. Patty Chayefsky. Brilliant. Absolutely freaking brilliant. In Hollywood, sexuality is less secret and still can be a big deal. It used to be called the love that dare not speak its name.
You fairy.
Especially in Hollywood, where the revelation of homosexuality was believed to be a career killer. Now, out gays and lesbians are as casually visible on the cover as the cover of People magazine, which has recently run stories on Ellen DeGeneres' wedding to Portia de Rossi and Clay Aiken's decision to discuss his being a fag. So in a time when self-declared bisexual Tila Tequila can have a highly rated MTV show on looking for a partner of either sex, Lindsay Lohan talks about a relationship with DJ Samantha Ronson, and Star Trek's George Takei can have a very public wedding with his longtime partner. Is coming out still a big deal?
Gay.
Publicist Howard Bragman, author of the forthcoming Where's My 15 Minutes, says that it is. Every person who comes out is another barrier coming down, Bragman, who's openly gay, told CNN.com. Acceptance by the mainstream public, he observes, is easier, but by no means automatic, especially when issues such as gay marriage are at stake. I look at it as a long-term process. The revolution is over, he says. Now it's an evolution. Evolution? Sarah Palin don't believe in that crap. And she sure don't like them homos. Although she's got some lady friend who's a lesbian. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Probably doing her. Bragman was around when a performer revealing his or her homosexuality could still shock. He helped guide Dick Sargent when the Bewitched star came out of the closet in '89, and remembers when it was difficult to get support for movies such as Philadelphia, the '93 film that won Tom Hanks an Oscar as the lawyer dying of AIDS. Now he observes there are gay actors. How I Met My Mother's Neil Patrick Harris may be the most notable, playing straight roles, something that would have been almost unthinkable even a few years ago, since studios have often been nervous casting gay performers in straight roles, like Matt Damon, for example. Oh, I'm sorry. What do you think about Matt Damon?
What about him?
Gay or not gay?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh. What do you think, Chris?
I don't think so.
No idea. I mean, I haven't really thought about it, but I would say no.
I'm pretty sure based on that movie, what was the movie he was in, the Talented Mr. Ripley? I'm pretty sure he's got a penis, although I think they may have stuffed some salami in there. I don't know. He was really pasty. Remember, what's his name said, God, you're so white. And he said, it's my undercoat.
Ooh.
And Jude Law says, well, wasn't that funny, Marge? Wasn't that funny?
Right.
It's a good movie, though. Even George liked it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit
gay,
but nevertheless.
Not too.
We'll buy Hanks as a gay man, but not the opposite, Bragman describes the industry thinking. Indeed, there are now more gay characters in primetime TV than ever. Shows such as Ugly Betty, The Office, and Grey's Anatomy feature gay or bisexual characters. And this fall, 5 more will hit the airwaves, bringing the total of 16. It's certainly positive that there's such a dramatic increase. Glad President Neil Giuliano told CNN. Number one, it reflects society, and the fact they were more visible also makes good TV. Portrayals are almost more honest and real. Peter Sprigg, Vice President of Policy for the Conservative Family Research Council, he don't agree. He don't like them faggots. I'm convinced that for the most part these characters are placed on TV for propaganda purposes in order to persuade people to be more accepting of homosexual conduct, he told CNN. In that sense, the result for society is likely to be negative. The Family Research Council, my fat ass. But Brian Batt, the gay actor who plays the closeted Salvatore Romano on the Emmy-winning Mad Men, says that viewers are more accepting of gay characters today, though concerns linger. Like Batman and Robin, for example. Yes, I did think maybe this was going to hurt me career-wise to come out, but I come from Broadway, a lot of their theater background, so, nobody really cares. You don't have to be straight to act straight. You don't have to be gay to play gay, he told CNN. To play gay. But he adds, there is, I think, a little bit of homophobia. I do believe that through education, seeing good, honest, positive gay role models, it will just educate. I think we're producing generations now of youth that don't judge people. They don't judge people on their race, religion, or their sexuality. April Woodward, a correspondent for Inside Edition, told CNN Headline News Showbiz Tonight that rejection may have been on Aiken's mind. The singer, a born-again Christian, he's a born-again Christian? Had long declined to talk about his sexuality with a strong Middle American fan base. They have been afraid of a backlash. There are definitely going to be some people in the South where he lives who aren't going to agree with it. Some of the Christians aren't going to agree with his lifestyle, even have a child out of wedlock, she said. For his part, Aiken, who recently became a father to a newborn son, told people that coming out was the first decision he made as a father. I can't raise a child to lie or hide things. I've never intended to lie to anybody at all. The fans, if they leave, they leave. But if they leave, I don't want them hating me, he said. Bragman believes Akon will be more successful than ever. And if you're deaf, dumb, blind, and stupid, you didn't know that he was
gay.
You know, I mean, like, what a shock. What if Charles Nelson Riley comes out?
Oh, boy.
Didn't he die? Did he die?
I thought he did.
Charles Nelson Riley is dead?
I don't know. I wasn't keeping track. Let's look it up.
What did they do with all those big glasses? Maybe Elton John.
You want some? You had some in that video.
I know. No more. I got these lightweight titanium frame babies, man. These are great. They cost like $600-700.
Yeah, May 25th.
Of what?
2007.
Oh, 7.
Charles Nelson Riley died?
He died.
Oh, no. What are we going to... And Gene Rayburn.
He died?
Yeah, him too. Favorite dead TV people. Can you imagine how... We could get 65,000 emails on that. Frank Cannon.
Mm-hmm.
William Conrad. Raymond Burr. Perry Mason. Ironsides. Hey, Ray.
You fairy.
Speaking of that article. You don't like that? How about Carol O'Connor?
Okay.
You don't think that's a good poll? What about Jack Lord?
Okay.
Didn't George Harrison sing a song about him?
Yes, my Jack Lord.
I'll be damned. Milton Berle? Ed Wynn? Eddie Cantor? Walter Cronkite? Oh, he's still alive, Walter Cronkite. How about Chet Huntley? I thought it was kind of bad when they left David Brinkley on there long enough so that his eyeball fell all the way down to his lip. Not good.
Biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
The biggest names, the best talent. You're listening to Sports Radio 560 WQAM. Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Hello, this is Arnold. This is not a tumor. It's the 1 to 2 hour.
I can't get over what that Huey said today. He's got a lot of noise to talk about me that way. I don't give a crap what that fairy has to say. If he wants to smoke pink cigars, then let him. Why, I'll have you know, I know what I'm talking about. Every morning at the condo, I take the elevator down, and on my way to the car, when I pull my folding basket out, I grab a free condo paper. The boys are back in town.
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 I said the boys are back in town. Why, you little... I'm the god of all you sport old fools. I know everything that's going on in the news. Why, I even know all the new Mahjong rules. I'm hip to the jive, Daddy-O.
Too bad you're going down today. It's a better show when I take your place. I know I ain't no Ed Hoyley, but when they drop, my voice will change.
You little smoothie.
Oh, we got a good one coming right off the press here in a second. A really good email from the fake Roger Magellan.
Oh, boy. Hi, handsome.
Yep. Submission, Dolly Parton for 9 to 5. Suggestion, question, what the F? Yes, no, all of the above, none of the above, or I have no opinion. What the F? That's not bad. Thanks, fake Roger. Chef Sparky says, Neil, I need a mo fix. That's why I just played that bit.
Rock solid. Yay.
Is there any way to get him to call in the show and spar with you? Spar with me about what? We're best of friends. Anybody believe that?
No.
Maybe Fat Chris can track him down in Boca somewhere. Every time you play that gay drop of his.
No.
Gay.
Me and my guys over here lose it.
Gay.
Lucid.
Gay.
Just awesome.
Gay.
Even my 3-year-old often blurts out.
Gay.
In the damnedest places. Great stuff.
Gay. 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 Gay.
Gay.
Gay FX.
Gay.
And don't come back. He's gone. And once he's gone, he ain't going to be coming back. That must have been kind of like strange with Hank in the building, wasn't it? Like a little uncomfortable?
I did a double take because I told you I was running, and I stopped in mid-run.
Runs, right.
Yeah. To say hi to him, and, you know.
You could have stopped and said hi. You could have been a little more social.
There was a dilemma going on at the moment, if you recall.
Don't blame it on the fact that we were all off the air or whatever.
As much as I enjoy socializing with Hank, you know, there was an issue.
Well, what were you going to do about it? Were you going to fix it?
No, I was going to come in here and take over until we got the line reestablished.
Take over what?
The show.
Are you kidding me?
That's right.
Take over, huh?
That's right.
Sounds like what's his name at the White House?
A cuckoo-cachoo.
I'm in charge here.
Alexander Haig.
That's it. Crazy person.
Uh-huh.
I'm in charge here now. Dean's got a really great suggestion. Here's a poll idea. George is absolutely correct with his assertion when you conduct a poll like this one today. People simply list everyone they know. So conduct a poll asking, how many people can you name?
There you go.
Example, 7, 45, 102, 430, 1122, etc. It'll really streamline things. Excellent job, Dean. I'm saving that one for tomorrow.
Right on.
Name some people.
Uh-huh. Here are some names I can say.
Yeah. Name some people that other people might know. Or not. Holly says, hey, if you plan on doing the reverse poll, which I don't, which actors had the best singing performance in a movie? I would vote for your favorite actor in mine, Johnny Depp and Sweeney Todd. You're obsessed, Holly, let's face it. Not a bad voice at all, terrific acting job. Love you loads, says Holly. Johnny Depp. What a singer. I never saw that movie. What movie did he sing in?
Sweeney Todd? I never saw it either.
Sweeney Todd with the
barber one?
Where's the murdering barber?
No, that's the man who wasn't there.
No.
Oh. That scene in the hotel room, that was just so great.
Which one? Oh, with the guy. With
was
the
that a come on?
With the wig, yeah.
Yeah. Wow, poor Billy Bob. He's just about ready to hit the door, man. He don't care how much cash that guy's got. No way. Speaking of hot guys, pusillanimous pussyfooter, who's a real screamer.
You fairy.
Says, I nominate Luciano Pavarotti and yes, Giorgio. Now, that's not going to get any votes. Nobody's seen that. Not so much because he was a great thespian, but basically because he played himself and showed off that great voice. And he's still dead. Luciano Pavarotti. You going to put it on there, Chris? No. No. Also, beyond that, here's some eye candy. Matt C. And it's got some quarterback, number 16. I don't know who that is. Looks pretty good to me. It's got like almost naked pictures of this kid, too. I don't know who that is, but Matt C.? Is that his name?
Can Matt C.?
Well, Chris should know the quarterbacks.
No.
Who's the quarterback for, Kurt Warner starts for Arizona, but who's the other quarterback?
Matt Leinart.
What's his name?
Leinart.
He's pretty hot. But this isn't him. This is Matt C. Maybe pusillanimous pussyfooter will... Oh, and look at this. Here's more pictures of him. Whoa. Woo. One thing about this queen, he's got really good taste. Not as good taste as I got, but then again, who the hell does? Here's one, again, from this chronic who keeps using this. These people that send from their phone, which is fine, but how about a name? Oh, Greg. Sorry, Greg. Meant to put Singing in the Rain, by the way, for Gene Kelly. Marlon Brando in Guys and Dolls. Is Marlon Brando a singer?
If we're going to go that route,
that's the reverse one again.
Paint Your Wagon, had Clint Eastwood in there singing, and Lee Marvin was belting out a tune in that thing.
Woo!
And I think in the movie Tommy,
so confused.
And Oliver Reed was singing. I mean, we could really do this all day long.
Ralph, who's just beyond chronic, sending me jokes. Cut it out, Ralph. Okay, get a life. 355 votes on the poll. Chris is hoping for 400 on this one. Our second poll of the day. That would give us like over 1,300. Pretty impressive. 930 and whatever. Fred says, this is Fred Souter again. We've got like 10 emailers. 4 callers and 10 emailers. That's not bad, 14 people. It's more than they got over there across the street. It's more than Sid the Yid has got, I'll tell you that. Boy, does he suck. And I guess I had a spy report. Guess who was filling in for him yesterday? Coming at ya! Who do you think?
Oh, gee. Could it be Jason Jackson?
Yeah, jerks. Why don't you just say it like it is? Nobody refers to him as Jason Jackson. He's jerks.
Nobody. How about that?
Jerks.
Never did anything to me.
Oh, now you're sticking up for him now that he's across the street?
I'm not changing my tune at all, Mr. Mix.
You said that show sucked.
I didn't. I said there was nothing there for me.
Nicht Famir.
Right.
Fred Souter says, Levon Helm of the band as test pilot Jack Ridley in The Right Stuff. He also did the narration throughout the film. Enough said, says Fred. Yeah, enough said is right. You want to put it on there, Levon Helm in The Right Stuff?
Sure, why not?
How about The Wrong Stuff? Charles Aznavour in Shoot the Piano Player. Says Aloysius McGillicuddy. Oh, I love these made-up names on the emails. They're great. Maybe we'll hear again from Jolly Joe Bell. Maybe Pusillanimous Pussyfooter will tell me who that kid is, that quarterback. Tell me where I can find him. George says, I've been listening to you since the WINZ days. I'm in law enforcement and you've brought light to many bleak days. In a division that does the foreclosures as many other orders, our percentage rate has gone up by 280% since last year. The government has lied about so many things to its citizens that whatever they say, there's a large number who have little faith in their leadership. Just keep putting word out, since too many today don't know what a newspaper is. Thank you, and George, for all the laughs and info you provide daily. Stay well. Best wishes, George with a G. Thank you, George. Go repost some homes. Not. Go foreclose. Steve says, just listened to the opening of the Big O show and couldn't help laughing out loud. This was yesterday. He has a competition to win tickets to a Playboy party on South Beach. Can you imagine the losers who listen to his show chatting to Playboy models? Hey, lady, you think LaDainian will run for 150 yards this week? Or, wow, you have two breasts just like the Hurricanes have two quarterbacks. Or even, I know I'm not going to get you, but do you think the Dolphins could get the kid from Clemson if they trade up? Gotta move up and not down, Steve. Gotta move up. That was the end of the Joe Rose Show. That was the end of WQAM. And you can blame it on Fat Zach. One thing about Mo, I didn't agree with him about too much, but boy, better watch your back, Zach. There's a lot of fat producers, you know. That is such a great bit. I might have to play it. Watch your back, Zach.
Do it.
You think?
You oughter.
This poll today, it's driven me to like almost the verge of insanity.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's all that difficult to understand it. I mean, some of the polls may be a little pseudo-intellectual. Try to keep it simple. So
the simplest polls worded as simply as they can be. They're still going to answer their own question.
Which is your favorite day of the week?
What's your favorite color? And they're going to call up and say pomegranate.
Oh, I like that. I got to get me some body wash after Woodbine today. 2 o'clock.
No, I use that pink grapefruit stuff again.
Oh, it's great.
It is great. It's like aromatherapy in your shower.
And the best part of the deal is that the part came in for Paco's car, so tomorrow I'm going to be taking that baby in there. They can fix that thing so he can screw it up again, which he will. But that's how it goes. You know, when you're dealing with punks, they like to screw up cars and, you know, be dangerous and be foolish and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Some of them.
What?
Some of them.
Most of them. 11 after 1 at 560 WQM.
The biggest names, the best talent. It's the big dog, Joe Rose. Weekday morning, 7 to 10.
Where South Florida sports
always matters.
Always matters.
Sports Radio 560 QAM. The sports leader.
Get the honey, Junior.
Tacos, what are we gonna do? I say tacos. We are all being screwed. I say, listen, why's this happening to us? We want the FCC to get off our butts. Tacos, there's no place for us now. Even DJs are all down in the mouth. You can listen, but now you won't find any words that will corrupt your mind. No fun to be censored by the FCC. No fun to be censored by the FCC. There'll be nothing left for us to enjoy. We'll soon be playing with children's toys. No fun to be censored by the FCC. No fun to be censored censored by the FCC. They want us to be clean. They think they know what we should feel. They try to dictate to us what is real. Young and old, please listen to us. I say, young and old, please don't put up a fuss. Help us petition the FCC, but you must help us with one thing. Neil Rogers can't do it all by himself. Let's all help him. Don't put it up on the shelf. Let the FCC know just how you feel, and maybe we'll get this unjust law repealed. FCC, what are you doing to us? FCC, what are you doing to us? Our ratings won't fly. In fact, they might die because of the FCC. You want to ban what we can do. FCC, you ban what we can say. You've even tried to ban the records that the DJs play. People, I am talking to you. I said people.
Yay.
Let's stand and fight for what's true. Send your letters.
Yay.
Into so far so we can tell the FCC what Neanderthals they are. Neil Rogers and so far are on your side. People, we have nothing to